Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody out there, everywhere. This is Coming to Comey. This is Coming to Comey World. I'll be turning on my camera in a couple seconds, guys. I really, really just needed to eat something. Haven't eaten anything all day. Well, since this morning. Had some fruit. What's going on, Lakers fan? What's going on, Reese? Who you got tonight? And who you got in the series, man? Let me know. Let me know. Please excuse the camera not being on. Stuff in my face for a quick little second. Can be starving myself. I'm trying to get in shape, you know. Had some fruit for lunch. Gotta put some food in my stomach. Just came back from a good walk. Trying to get it in, man. I'm a lot closer to 50 than I realized. I had me a wake-up call recently. And I was like, yeah, you stop bullshitting. You stop bullshitting. You said, man, I want the Thunder to win, but I won't be mad if the Pacers win. I'll be disappointed if the Thunder if they lose. I'll be disappointed in them, but at the same time, I wouldn't be shocked. Either way, whoever wins, I wouldn't be shocked. But I would think that I won't be disappointed. I ain't had no hopes for them. It's Lakers are nothing. That's how I feel about it. But I wouldn't be shocked if they won. I actually said that I thought the Thunder were going to win in 6 games. But anything can happen, as Indiana has obviously shown. Everybody has counted Indiana out this entire time, and it fills them. Oklahoma's doing what Oklahoma does. They up in the lead, but Indiana's doing what they do, and they are sticking around. They ain't letting them get too far at all. Oh, Chet just drove in and got blocked. Looked like by Turner. Siakam for 3. It's off. Turner's fighting for it. Wiggins comes up with it. Takes it back down. He don't got numbers. He should basically pull it out. He's trying to do the 1-2-1-2. Nope. Pulls it out. Back in Shea's hands. Oh, got caught. Come on. All the fouls I just saw happen about like 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago. Y'all calling that little tackleable? I don't know. Tell me y'all out there. Hey, first, before we go any further, please go ahead and like the video if you haven't done so already. I really appreciate you guys. If I have anybody new who comes in, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Really, really appreciate your time. Thank you in advance. Role players showing up. I mean, hey, it is what it is. They were having a discussion about that on Gills Arena today. Big blow up basically about whose team is better. And I mean, even like I shared my sentiment on in the chat in Dan's watch in the last game. I think Indiana has a better bench. Not that they're more like they're not that they're as, you know, I think that they are deeper. Their bench is deeper. The role players actually show up on a broad spectrum rather than just in, like, you know, one dude, Caruso, basically, and maybe once in a while Wiggins gets it popping. Toppin, TJ McConnell, they gotta be on. Mathurin off the bench, they gotta be on. I don't know, man. I was sorry. I was just reading. I was reading Reese's what you call it? Laker fan. My bad. I was reading Laker fan's message. He said, I will say this: the reason I want the Thunder to win is because if they lose, they're gonna make a big move, and they have all the assets in the world. I feel you, but honestly, I feel like they're gonna make, even if they win, they're gonna make a big move. I don't think they're gonna make a huge move, but at the same time, they could do whatever the hell they want to get in this one. Hey, if Kevin Durant wanted to come back, they got first round picks in their pockets like pocket change. They could lose a nickel and not worry about it at all. The second, let me look at the pocket. Let me look at the I say the pocket square. Let me look at the box score right quick. Please excuse me if you hear me chewing. No? What if they were to pull a Giannis? I mean, Giannis would be interesting, but for it to be uncumbersome, because I mean, who's okay? So they got their starting lineup, right? Is Shea, Jalen Williams, that's their shooting guard, or Shea is their point guard. Jalen Williams is their shooting guard. Lu Dort is their small forward defender. Then they started Hardenstein, which is obviously their center, and their power forward, I guess, is Chet Holmgren. I mean, I feel it. Giannis could be. I mean, he'll fit anywhere. There's no place that Giannis wouldn't fit. You know what I mean? So, but you'll make it work, like Biggie says it. Biggie squeeze it to make shit fit. Plain and simple. But at the same time, I think that Giannis would be a really, really good replacement for Chet. What if Milwaukee was to say, all right, yo, give us Chet, we'll give you Giannis, and take a couple of these first round picks with you. It could happen. Because I mean, what you're gonna do? You're gonna put Chet on the bench. You're gonna play Giannis and Chet and not Hardenstein. Then you're gonna be basically lacking in the center role. Because what's his name? Jalen Williams. He ain't a real center. Actually, he's a forward too. Who is the Thunder's backup center? Hold on. For real, I might need to look at their whole entire roster, because I don't think they have another center. Hardenstein and Chet is what they got. Leads up to 10 again. SGA out to Holmgren. Holmgren sets up for the three. Nope, he misses it. Comes down. Turner comes down with a rebound. Who's that? Not Nembhard. That's I think that's Nembhard. Oh, Siakam basically is no fly zone at the hole. Wiggins puts it up. Flush. Can't forget about Wiggins. Appreciate you, Lakers fam. Appreciate you. If Shea wasn't Shea, I would say that Chet is actually, Chet or Alex Caruso is having like the best finals here. I don't know. I guess I expect for Shea and for Jalen Williams to have at least 20 points.
Just great execution. CJ McCollum. He recognized Shane in the matchup. He walks into the restricted area, and that's an easy finish. Look at the season over the drive. Layup won't go. The top of the turtle up there to help protect. McCollum got the spark off the bench. Siakam can't hit that. Mason Wallace. Williams corner three. Rebounding numbers even early on. Now remember, all of those turnovers in the first half in game one, Oklahoma City didn't have the lead that they should have. Given the improved turnovers, they got to be converted. Siakam foul on the ground.
Hello, 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 hello. What is that? I don't know what that was playing this now. But y'all out there, tell me if you can hear me right now. I hope so, because my mic sounds nice. 1 2 1 2. Everybody in the place to be. I am Carmen Nakomi. You are great people. You are a great people because you came out and you're watching me. So happy about that, y'all. So happy about that. We here live streaming the game 5 of the NBA Finals. Of course, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they're playing the Indiana, and they are right now currently up by 9 on Indiana. They're in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma's going to try to take this game so they can solidify their chance to win that even if they drop one when they go back to Indy, they have a chance to win it all. If not, they basically just win the whole entire thing. I mean, hey, we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. But this is going to be a game. I don't think either of them are going to quit until it's all said and done. Neither team's going to quit at all. Good to see you too, bro. Well, good to hear from you too, bro. What's going on? Oh, the Desmond Bane move. I got thoughts. Yo, you want to join me? You want to join me on the stream? Let me know. I'll send you the link. But how I feel about Desmond Bane, I feel like it was a good move for Orlando. They did need some more scoring. It looked like they had a lot of defense and not enough points. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. Did I email the link to you last time or did I text it to you? I'm trying to remember. Or did I just send it to you on Instagram? Please remind me while I try to look for your information, my brother. Turn this down. Why is that commercial? No need for that. Nope, that ain't it. All right, bet. Give me a moment. me see now. Yeah, man. So I'll wait to give you my answer in a second while I get you up here. 1 second, man. 1 second. All right, let me see. Okay. Let me see now. Who can it be now? Matter of fact, you know what, sir? Nah, let me not do that. Mess around, put it in the chat. Everybody gonna be here. It ain't that show tonight. I really wish it was that show tonight, but it ain't that show tonight. It might be that show later on tonight, but it's not that show tonight. Let me see now. Okay. So let me see if I. Nah, that ain't it. Can you open it if I send it to you? And let me try to send it to you via Instagram through a DM. Feel mad old even saying that, bro. Okay. Yeah, you can access it. So yo, I sent it to you I sent you a DM with the link. Go ahead and get it and come on up here with me, brother. If you want to text me your number, I'll do that. Okay. Go to Instagram. Hopefully you got them. You already heard me. Go to Instagram. I sent you a DM with the link. If that don't work, we'll try something else, bro. But yeah, okay. Caldwell Pope. Good people. Played good defense. I haven't been watching him honestly since he left the Lakers. And I mean, he was on it when he was with the Nuggets. So, my man Reese, give me 2 seconds. Let me get my headphones in so I can hear you. Hold up. Okay, cool. Okay. Headphones in. Give me 2 seconds, sir. Give me 2 seconds. Audio. Speaker. Beats. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. How you doing, my sir?
Man, I'm doing good. This is the first time that it actually worked through Instagram.
Where it usually don't. Oh well, hey, I'm glad I was able to get it to work. Then I'm glad I was able to get it to work. Turn this down a
Put my earphones in.
Hair's looking crazy. I need to go get it done this weekend. But it's all good. It's all good. How you been doing? How you been doing, sir? Oh, go ahead. Oklahoma up by 12. 7 minutes, 14 seconds left in the second quarter. So I wouldn't say that they're in control of the game, but at the same time, I don't think Indiana has led the whole entire game. Let me see something. Maybe since the first quarter. Yep. Only lead was 3 points, and that was probably in the beginning. Oklahoma beat Indiana first quarter 32-22. Right now, they're pretty even a little bit, 12 to 10 points in the second quarter. And Oklahoma up by 12. Something crazy happened the last game. They only had Oklahoma was only able to score three pointers. I didn't even realize that. I watched it and I didn't even realize that. That was crazy.
Okay. Hold
Reese,
on. Wait a minute.
back. No, take your time. Yeah, okay. But I mean, hey, and they had less than 10 assists. It's crazy, but hey, they look like they're ready to rectify that. Right now they have three.
Okay.
They have 6 threes. There are 6 of 11, and they have 14 assists. So, okay, they're really looking to get their offense going. How you doing there, man?
I'm doing
Lakers
good.
fam unit.
I wish there was a way that I could watch because I'm on Dan's playback watching the game. But for
Uh-huh.
some reason, I can't like be on here and watch the game. I wish
I
that
could
it was a
imagine.
way.
I can imagine. But yo, I mean, hey, you could if you need to go when you need to go ahead, man. I feel it. I completely feel you. I mean, hey,
All right,
watching
but
some of the games is what it is. But yo, yeah, so the Desmond Bain, you tell me how you feel about the Desmond Bain before tell me how you feel about the Desmond Bain move.
I think it works for both teams. Like, okay, so again, this is before it get real dark out here. So when it comes to on the Magic side, you basically got like a big three over there. You got Franz Wagner, you got Paolo Banchero, you got Desmond Bain, you got Jalen Suggs, and you got Wendell Carter. What a
Right.
starting five. So you have to look at it as, is the Pacers gonna make it back here? Because that's a hell of a roster. That's a
I
hell of
mean,
a roster.
I'll tell you one thing. At the very least, Paulo Banchero looks like he's one of them things. He one of them ones. Pablo Banchero,
Yeah.
he don't look like he like to lose. He looks like he wants it all. So I think that's definitely going to be a great team when it's all said and done. But and I mean, hell, they were giving people problems all through the playoffs this year and last year. They was in the playoffs. So they honestly are maybe just a piece or two away from making the second round.
Wait, you
I think
still got me?
with this move, they probably definitely can. But go ahead.
Oh, okay. I don't know why, but it had froze on my end. But okay, I
It's
got now I got you. But yeah, so
it's
now
breaking up a little bit.
oh, for me,
Go ahead.
can you hear me? Okay. So again, with Orlando, you got a hell of a starting five. Now, how
Hey,
they
hold up, man.
bench?
You're breaking up just a little bit, man. If you want to get back to where you were before, I guess
Okay,
closer to
yeah.
the house or something.
Okay, yeah. Let me mute myself and then I'll wait till I get back to the house.
Okay, until my man Reese comes back. Yeah, they have a great team. They fought every single game. What really hurt them is Franz Wagner and Banchero was hurt last year. So pretty much it messed up the beginning of their season. They actually started off the season really, really good on a run. And they were up in the standings. So, but they got hurt, and so they basically fell back a couple of spots, few spots. Made it to the playoffs, but they didn't have enough in the tank to get past nobody. Caldwell Pope is basically he's an aging vet, plain and simple. I'm not saying he don't got nothing left in the tank, but he don't have the kind of what's left in the tank that you would need for to make a big difference coming out in the starting lineup. You know what I mean? Desmond Bain, young but still a vet, has played in the playoffs several years straight. He could basically teach these guys a little something. Definitely a very, very talented, great talented guards are there. I'm shocked that they didn't take at least one of the guards with them. Let me double check on that because I'm just like, they didn't take none of the guards. Because I think there was a straight up just Desmond Bain full saying for Caldwell Pope. Oh, hold up. Oh, he did get no. Desmond Bain is heading to Orlando for Caldwell Pope and Cole Anthony. Okay, Cole Anthony, point guard. So they got 2 guards for 1 guard. I guess 2 good guards to replace 1 great guard. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Cole Cole Anthony, been in the league for about 5 years. So he's ready and ready to get it popping. So it's I think he'll do well over there. I'll probably come off the bench. Caldwell Pope. I mean, that's a lot of money still left on his his. Let me see if I could find what's that looking like right now. How much money Caldwell Pope is still owed. I'm sure it's not cheap because they gave him a ton of money that I don't think personally was he was worth it. But I mean, he was a good player, but he wasn't like the kind of contract that they gave him kind of good. Let me see. He was in Orlando. I wonder if he's still on the roster here in Orlando because the trade just happened today. It is 2 contracts together. 22 million a year, pretty much. 21 next year, 20 the player option for 21 the year after. So Caldwell Pope only got to do one more year. Maybe they might buy him out. You never know. He'll probably play out the rest of his contract in Memphis. Why not? Then he could be a free agent again if he needs to be. Cole Anthony, they got him for 2 more years at about about $13 million. So 2 good guards. Honestly, let's be real. It's a building year for Tennessee. The Memphis Grizzlies, they definitely are. As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, they about to blow it up in Memphis. Because this experiment works only if they have a superstar that they could basically fill the stands with. And if Ja can't get his shit together and basically, and actually, if he can't get his shit together and actually stay on the court, people don't got nothing to come see. What they coming to see for? You know what I'm saying? So what's the point? So sooner or later, I feel Ja's going to basically get traded somewhere. I wonder what team can use a center. I mean, can use a point guard, an athletic point guard. Let me see. I'm actually going to look for the place that I feel can really truly use a good center. I mean, a good point guard. Athletic, young, could be the face of the league if he could get his stuff together. Let's see. It'll be interesting, but they can't afford him. They can't afford all that in Boston. He ain't gonna want to go to the Nets. Ja in Brooklyn, that'd be crazy. If I'm going front, that'd be crazy. That'd be dope. Obviously the Knicks don't need a point guard. Philly, they got too many. They got 2 good ones. Just look back. Oklahoma City up by 13. Pascal Siakam got the ball, trying to do some work on Jalen Williams. Dumps it. Oh, them hard with the little, what's the name? With the weight, the hezzy. What's going on, Waterholic Ozzy? What's going on with you, bro? Just doing a little bit of a watch set, the live stream, watching the basketball game. Who you got, Ozzy? Who you got? Ooh, nice drive, Jalen Williams. Does that count? Yeah, I think it counted. Foul and 1. I love the defense that they're playing right now, guys. I love the defense that they're playing right now. I love to see real basketball, not selling people, just basically bailing people out with like little type ticky-tack fouls. Even though you're gonna see one here and there with Fichet, but I love this kind of basketball. Okay, you got OKC, no problem, man. Me too. I have OKC at 6. That's what I said from the beginning. Indiana, they definitely shook my thoughts, man. Yep, OKC in 6. That's what I had too. I was here thinking like, Indiana looks like they got the fire in their eyes, but they couldn't close out the last game. If Indiana could have closed out the last game, there would be a whole nother conversation, guys. But they'd open the door, and OKC is walking right back in and realizing they allowed OKC to realize they almost threw away their legacy because Oklahoma City winning this championship and then going on the way that Oklahoma City is actually set up right now for the future, they easily can start a new dynasty. Kinda, because I really feel like a lot of teams are underachieved. Of course, my Lakers underachieved. I have the right to say it. I'm a fan. It is what it is. But I think that we could have beat OKC. No bullshit. Plain and simple. So, but I think that they're taking advantage of what they have right now. But they are going to be a formidable team for the next several years if they could keep this core together of Shea, Jalen, and Chet. My boy, Lakers fan unit. My man Reese, he basically was saying, he was asking what I thought about, if Giannis was to join OKC. And I was just like, the way that they set up right now, they don't need a Giannis. They really don't need all that. They really don't need all that. I go get a KD before I go get a Giannis because it's going to disrupt their, what's the name? They need another center. I'll say that much. They definitely need a backup center. Oop. Pascal Siakam levels check while he goes up for the foul. Felt kind of hard, but he all right. Should be okay. Apologize, guys. I'm eating some bread. Just had some pasta. Apologies. But yeah, I think OKC doesn't really need another star. I'm glad Chet jumped off of his foot because he's probably still feeling that ankle injury. Ooh, that probably. But I tell you what, Chet's a warrior. If I was going to give up Chet or Jalen Williams, I'd give up Jalen Williams before I give up Chet. No bullshit. He's a warrior. Don't get me wrong. Jalen Williams, great player. I'm personally looking to make sure all of that eats. Thank you, Waterholic Aussie. I'm doing both. I'm doing all three. But I mean, if I was OKC, I'm making sure that I lock up. Lock up. What else are you doing with your money? Lock up Chet, Jalen, and Shea at least for the next 3 years. At least. I mean, backload the contract, front load the contract, whatever you need to do. But I say that I think Chet is more valuable to the team. The different things that he could do, the defense, the offense, the motor. Chet has a motor to me personally, guys. I think he's pretty good. If he can stay healthy, Chet's going to be, look at that, block on Pascal Siakam. Brings the ball up. Oh, Euro step, puts the ball in, gets his own rebound back. Chet goes back up again, gets it. I mean, come on now. Don't get me wrong. Jalen Williams is a great player. I feel like Chet is the more valuable to me. He's more skilled. He's more valuable. It is what it is. That's just my opinion. If I could only keep one, I'm keeping Chet. Yes, the Pacers can definitely play. And you say Chet's so good on defense reads. Absolutely, man. Chet is locking it down, man. Hallie, no points so far. See, and that is my main gripe in basketball. Let me bring Reese back in real quick, man. You okay,
Yeah.
man? You good?
Hey, you pretty much said
Hold on.
right.
You,
when I was
can
thinking,
you hear me? I think you're on mute.
I hear
Are you on mute?
Can you hear me? Oh,
I can't hear you.
can you hear me now?
Let me double check it's not me. Let me double check that it's not me. Hold on. Audio. Yeah, my beat should be.
Let me get my earphone.
2 seconds, Reese. Go old school analog on y'all, man, with the old school headphones, man. You got to keep one hair just in case, because what? One monkey don't stop no show.
Hold on. Let me
Go
check.
through. Oh, hold up. Hello? Can you hear me now? Reese, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, good. I didn't have to change up my headphones. I'm glad about that because I didn't want to put those bulky headphones over my hair. My hair looked crazy anyway.
I understand.
No, it's all good. It's all good, man. I'm glad to have you back, man. What's going on with you?
Man, everything is good. Everything is good. I just had to go and get something from my mom. And
you good.
I'm back to watching the game. I actually want to do a little test right quick. Hold on. Let me know
Go ahead.
if you can still hear me. Now I know
Go
you
ahead.
can't see me, but can you still hear me?
I can still hear you right now. Say something. Like your screen like froze. Like I could see your face right now, but you're not moving, so it looks like your screen froze. But I was hearing you for a second there after you froze it. But let me know.
Okay, so when I went off, you couldn't hear me, right?
No, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. So, all
Yeah,
right, gotcha.
no doubt, man. But yeah, okay. So I was having a conversation with my man Ozzy there. I was saying this team of Oklahoma City is set up for the next 5 years to be strong. All
I
their players are
understand.
just now hitting their barely. Like Shay's just now hitting his prime, really.
Wanna
Chet
know
and
the crazy
Jalen
thing
Williams.
about that?
What's up?
The Thunder got
Hmm?
the 15th and the 23rd pick.
I mean, like I'm saying, they should be able to be strong for the next 5 years. Easy. And I feel like that last game really truly woke them up to make them realize that how much they could lose by losing the championship. Not just losing a game, losing the championship. So they can't put themselves in position to lose the championship. Because if Indiana wins the championship, oh wow, yeah, congratulations. They won a championship. They got one. They stole one, matter of fact. They stole one. If Oklahoma wins the championship, all those players are like, the people are looking at them already like, oh, are they going to be the next Bulls? You know what I'm saying? Scotty and Jordan
Yeah.
back there. You know what I'm saying? What's the name? Shea, they setting him up to be the next face of the league. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They already trying to look at him as the next Kobe.
They calling
Already.
him a superstar, and I'm just like, yeah, he is. I don't think he a superstar. He a star, but me personally, and I'm not trying to be a hater. I see that he's a really, really great basketball player. But I feel like I completely agree with Magic Johnson where he was saying that a superstar makes you actually want to be like, all right, I'm going to go watch him play. I'll pay money. Oh, Shea,
Right.
Oklahoma City Thunder is in town. They're coming to town. I got to go see Shea play. I
It's not that
feel
many.
like that. There's two. I was about to curse. I was about, not curse. I'm about to call them out their name. There's two dudes in this league still. I don't put KD in that role. I honestly don't put nobody in the role except for two dudes, Bron and Steph. They're the only two dudes.
Facts.
That I'm like, oh, they coming to town. Why do you think their tickets are so expensive?
The reason I'm gonna tell you the reason being, and me and Dan had talked about this last game.
Mm-hmm.
He said I have never like went a whole generation and said that there was no face of the league.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's really no face of the league. LeBron is not, as good. Steph, at some point he will be washed. And now it's just like you got one superstar win 1 year, another superstar win 1 year, and then another superstar win. So it's like nobody. I always said the criteria of you being the face of the league, you gotta at least 2-peat. You gotta at least 2-peat. If
That's
you
why
can't
Bron
2-peat,
left.
you can't
That's why
beat.
Bron left Cleveland, man. He couldn't win there, and to make that jump to get them Sprite commercials, to really basically get those high, like everything you want. You gotta win. You gotta 2-peat, or not two. You don't gotta 2-peat, but you gotta win at least 2 championships. I don't know if you gotta 2-peat
like that, yeah.
but because people love Steph, even though he, even between his loss, to Bron. Before they brought KD in, basically. People love Steph. I would have said that people would have paid to go see Steph play. You know what I'm saying? I don't honestly, but yeah, you are right. I don't think that we've ever gone a whole decade without having a face of the league. I mean, we went from Jordan
now.
Even when Jordan was not playing, Jordan was still the face of the league. We was just all waiting for him to finish taking his break. You know what I'm saying? And then we had Kobe, and then we had, because I wouldn't even give it to Shaq. Because Shaq was dominant. I don't know if I would call him the face of the league. He was a superstar.
Yeah, but we wouldn't call him the face of the league because then nobody really. It was easy for him to get his buckets because You big
You
and
big
you
and you
stronger than
strong.
everybody else.
No,
It's like it's easy for you. You better get all those dang points.
and he wired different. I'm not even gonna front. Plain and simple. You gotta be wired to play basketball like Shaq. I'm trying to remember the last person that I've seen. I feel like I've seen at least one other player recently that I was just like, yo, he reminds me of Shaq, where no matter where he gets the ball, he basically that ball's going in the hole one way or another. I'm gonna take it, and I'm bigger, I'm stronger than you. Boom. I'm still bigger and stronger than you. Boom.
Boom.
If it ain't broke,
Show
I'm not gonna fix it. Boom.
Boom.
And then make up a nickname during halftime. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely say that he is a superstar, but being charismatic and great at your job, great skills at what you do, you know what I'm saying? You also have to have those other intangibles. You got to have you got to be you don't have to be well spoken, but it really, really helps to have that straight crossover appeal. Because I mean, yeah, we know basketball, and we would look and be like, yeah, that dude, he's the man right there. He has the glow. He basically, you know what I'm saying? He got the juice.
Right.
Everybody ain't looking at him the way we look at him. Don't nobody know him out in Japan. You know
right. No, nobody knows Shaq the way that they knew Kobe.
Right. No, they know Shaq because Shaq was big. He was, I mean, it's when you're a 7-footer, people are gonna basically just like know, like, you know, Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? Basically.
Yeah.
So it's hard to miss him. And you everybody at the time when Shaq was Shaq, everybody loved him. Everybody basically was in awe of his ability to just basically, full disregard for people's livelihoods and manhoods. He would just dunk on people and push them out the way after it, plain and simple. That's just how he did mentally, physically to everybody he played against. Kobe, I think people, I mean, don't get me wrong, straight athleticism, if that's just what you need, Vince Carter would have been the face of the league.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a certain
aura
as far as your charismatic, you know, swag and stuff like that. Yeah, those are all intangibles. Speak well. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not you went to some kind of great school or whatever like that, basically, you know, you paid attention during English. You know what I mean?
Right.
And realize it is a time and a place. And I'm just straight up saying I'm not talking about people being someone that they're not. I'm just talking about straight up how do you become the face of the league? Shay's the closest to me because he has all those intangibles. He got swag, he could dress, he lives that kind of fly lifestyle. His daddy looked like a thug. I mean,
the only thing of it is he hasn't won.
He hasn't won. And that is where it all comes down to. You have to be able to be a straight killer, not a person who basically is just like, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. One good, great player can get beat by a great team.
That ass.
You have to also be a tactician. You have to be a tactician. You have to be able to be like, okay, I know exactly how I'm going to do this. We're going to win the championship, and this is what we're going to do. Boom. And this is what we do. That's why Bron, with all the brute force he could, he basically came against that wall over and over again when he was at Cleveland until he left. And then he realized and learned how to win from people who basically won already. You know what I'm saying? And he was able to adapt that mentality to himself and go on to win 2 more championships. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Besides being the charismatic, fly dresser, funny, and not afraid of media or whatever like that. No 17 baby. I didn't want to say. That's an exaggeration. I'm not trying to basically be one of those people talking about, the welfare state and da 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 da. It is not the place for that foolishness. But at the same time, it don't look right when you got 3 women basically talking about, you know, I'm thinking of Zion. I'm thinking of Ant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like no,
They
and let's be honest, Ant Edwards isn't really too much of a face of the league because for one, if you get the thing about you talking shit, you gotta be able to bag that shit up. And
that's
you
what I'm saying.
bagging that shit up isn't you beating the team that, you know, first off, that was incomplete to begin with. So you beating LeBron with the incomplete team, it's nothing
We
to
wasn't
really
even
boast
ready
about.
yet. We wasn't even ready yet.
Nowhere
Next year
near
we're
it.
gonna be built. We're gonna be built to actually have a functioning team. We had one center. Braun and Rui was our backups. We wasn't even ready yet to really be for you to really basically really be able to boast about beating us. Plain and
Yeah, now
simple.
when we have a full team, come see us then.
Come see
Come
me,
see us
bro.
then and come
Come see
talk
me
that
next
shit.
year
Especially with the in
with the
shape
full
Luka.
offensive package. Yes, in shape Luka, full offensive package. You know what I'm saying? Let's come through. Come through then.
Full
You know what I
defensive
mean?
team. Yeah, now let's talk. Now let's see you
Now
gonna
let's
talk that
talk.
shit then.
So, and that's and okay. So I honestly feel like what truly sent we call it I'm drawing Steph was truly sent him into the next stratosphere because people liked him. People really liked him, and he was shot the 3 and he was great. But at the same time, when he lost to Braun and then they came back and won the championship, when Braun and them punked them in the playoffs and came back down 3. Braun punked him on national TV, and that's the first time that I saw Steph really just come out and bring his
when he
actual
blocked that shot.
real person. What I was just like, yo, I didn't even know Steph even had him. Hey, Steph, now I know that you have killer in you. You wasn't gonna just basically let nobody just talk to you like that. I haven't seen that in Shea yet.
Yeah, nowhere
Although
near.
at the same time, yeah, this is the Pacers. I haven't really seen nobody in the Pacers really try to punk him. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that they gotta have an
Other
enforcer.
than
Go ahead.
I said
Other
other
than
than
Nemhard,
Nemhard.
who's all up on him. I mean, he's playing really good defense. It's nothing disrespectful. This is a very respectful, high quality basketball game. It's very respectful.
Very
And
respectful.
it's very respectful. But I'm just like, I'm
You
just
made
saying
that sound so negative.
exactly. I just can't elevate Shea until I see the disrespect and his reaction to it. Like I want Shea to look and be like, all right. Like I want him to have a Kobe ball in your face kind of moment where he is to show that he is completely locked in and focused. You know that look that Bron and Steph get and Kobe get on the bench and they completely locked in. Like nobody don't even talk to them. They just basically just staring off into space, just thinking about all the moves they're gonna do or calming themselves down completely or just getting that. I haven't seen that look in his face. He looked like he having too good of a time. That's why I can't trust him yet. I can't trust him.
Yeah, so it's not. I get what you're saying. It's not as competitive, and people are not really. Just like right now, nobody's really a rival team other than really the Lakers and the Warriors. Sure, we can say the Lakers and the Celtics, but the Lakers and the Celtics was a rival back in like 2010, 2009, 2008, all the way down to like in the 19s something.
Actual teams that we got beef with, yeah, the Celtics, we just like to beat them. It is what it is. And the Warriors, yes, and I'd say also Denver. It's on site with Denver. We actually,
it's on site.
It's all love with Golden State because you know they got multiples. They had a dynasty. We have a dynasty. We can't have no beef with nobody doing no dynasty. Don't step up here. Don't step up here. We can't have no real beef with somebody who haven't had a dynasty. But Denver talk and pop that shit.
They
And
did.
we need our get back. We need
Hell
our get back.
yeah. We remember the Who's Your Daddy shit. We remember that.
Who does that? You
Right,
just
who
won
does that?
one. Who does that?
And they only won that one time. Remember, you understand that? They only won one.
That was 2 years ago, bro. You didn't even win last year. That was 2 years ago. You can't
And you
say
have to go
nothing no
through
more.
us in order to
and
get
your
it.
coach is gone. Hold on one second.
The only reason we lost was because of Darvin Ham.
That part. But at the same time, too, I mean, it's bullshit that that Anthony Davis lost his job over it, or got traded over it. If that was the situation, like Jeannie said, which I thought was BS. BS basically meaning that was some BS. That if that was a part of the reason, then they shitty for that. But what do we still need? Even now that we actually are down a center, because basically we don't have, because we traded away our best center, one of the best centers on the whole West Coast. We still need a damn center. If we would have had a backup center that year against Denver, we probably would have beat Denver.
We win. It's not even close.
This last year too, we would have not this past season, the season before then. We've been asking for a center every single year. We keep on hearing, oh, the center, the Lakers are really looking at that center market. The Lakers are really looking at that center market. Everything's just a little bit too high. All the prices. Are we looking for a discount? We should listen. Right now, the Lakers are shopping like they on a budget. I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel it. You know, they're not billionaires, so they can't be on some type of spending spree or nothing like that. Right. But come on now. You know that to really make this team worth it, you gotta spend some money.
Right, which means that, hey, you got to do what it takes in order to get a Nick Claxton. You got to do what it takes in order to get a Walker Kessler. You got assets. So I don't know. You got to find a way to make that work. Got to.
Why are we still looking for handouts? Why are we surprised that nobody wants the Lakers to be great? We shouldn't be surprised. We got to basically make them offers that they can't refuse. That's how we're going to get people in here.
Exactly. Even with unfortunately, Luka. even if it includes Austin Reeves, unfortunately,
I would love for Austin Reeves to stay. I mean, hell, that's why I bought his jersey, because I hoped that prayed that they basically, because I really liked him, and I hope that they would change and they would keep him. But I'm cool with it just being a Lakers rookie jersey. You know what I'm saying? His first team jersey. I'm really fine with that if it brings us a championship.
Okay.
You know, and it needs to be something that makes sense after LeBron leaves too.
That is true. Now I have a question, because off season is approaching, and as you can see, like, even though the finals is going on, that did not stop moves from being made. So what is the Lakers waiting on is the question.
Good damn question, Reese.
What is the Lakers waiting on? Because I'm sorry, like, you literally have plentiful trade targets. You have the doggone center from the Hawks. You have the Jazz center, Walker Kessler. You have Nick Claxton. Even Jared Jackson Jr. is even cheaper.
I would go after Jared Jackson Jr. for real.
I would love that.
Oh my God. I will lose Austin Reeves for Jared Jackson Jr. I thought about that this morning. When I heard that they traded Desmond Bane, I was just like, oh, fire sale. So I'm just like, they probably gonna come up off of Ja. But why get rid of Ja and then keep JJJ like he's gonna do nothing? He's not gonna want to re-sign with you after this. You're gonna lose him sooner or later anyway. I'd say, hey, I'm just like, I mean, it sounds cold-hearted, but Connect Four and AR.
I'm sorry, you gotta go. Hey,
It
yo,
was nice while it lasted. Those points got to go somewhere else.
right. I wanna, cause now it's actually making me think. If you could get that for Bane, what could you get back for Austin Reeves? Because
Desmond Bain.
we can definitely go on a limb here and say that Austin Reeves and Desmond Bain are.
I think they're close. I'll give Desmond Bain a little bit more because he held the team down when Ja was out. He held the team down, not like he was winning a ton of games, but offensively, he was definitely a focal point for them. I'm not saying that AR can't, but they also did have a pretty well-rounded team. It just wasn't the one main engine. It was the secondary engine of Desmond Bain, but he still was able to do it. And he never really lost his three-point shot. I need Austin to find that shit back immediately.
Yeah,
Because he wasn't hitting threes when we need him to hit threes. He wasn't hitting the playoff threes.
And the crazy thing about it is, Dan, like I love Austin Reeves, and I get when you say that you want to be a Laker for life, but at the same time, bro, as Magic said, we expect championships over here, bro, and we don't like when you don't show up in the playoffs. We already went through that 2 years in a row with D'Lo sorry.
This is Austin's third year in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, third year.
Second with a full second year with a real role in the lineup.
Right.
Championships is the only thing that we demand for you if you're going to be a lifetime Laker.
Exactly.
I'm not putting it all on Austin because he's obviously a role player.
Yeah, obviously everybody deserves blame for that series. Everybody.
Absolutely. But
from
at the
Luka,
same
LeBron,
time,
everybody.
At the same time, we need more points from other places.
That is
we
true.
Have too many people trying to get points from the same spot. Everybody's trying to pull up and take a three. We didn't need Bron, Luka, and AR trying to take threes, or all of them trying to drive. They all had the same goddamn moves. They basically either pulled up for the three, they pulled in and tried to draw the foul, or they basically did some kind of acrobatic magic shot, turning away, some kind of pull up, turn around foolishness that basically didn't get us a damn thing except for our early exit. I mean, we need points in the paint.
And with that being said, another reason why I like Shai is because you could tell he brought back a shot that everybody tried to take away.
The mid-range.
For so many years, he brought back that mid-range shot and showed just how important that shot is.
Especially when it's automatic.
And it's automatic.
When it's basically this, like, that's like a higher, why is he going back to the looks like he has a case of the Wanabe trots. Halliburton just ran back. No, Halliburton just ran back to the he's back out here. Okay. He's back on the court.
Okay.
I thought he had to run back.
The score is.
Yeah, it's 59-45. Indiana. So Oklahoma City 59, Indiana 45. Oklahoma City looks like they're holding down a 14-point lead. That's pretty much, honestly, like I say, they're pretty reliable. The OKC is pretty reliable. I just don't see them blow teams out that much. They usually keep teams within like 15 points. They end up winning at the same time, though. It's just like when their backs against the wall, I need to see them come out like a Wolverine, man. I haven't seen that yet.
Right.
And I haven't seen them so locked in that they basically just tunnel vision. I haven't seen that far away look in their eyes yet.
Yep. And I think
that's a lot. I'm a Laker fan.
Yeah. We know what it's like.
I know what winners look like. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just about to say the same thing you said. We know what it's like to see people close games.
We know what it's like. We know what that look like. We know what that look like. Where
and we haven't seen it
yet. We got what?
I said we haven't seen it yet. At least not on our squad. We haven't.
We haven't seen it. We haven't seen it. We haven't seen it from us. I haven't seen it from them yet. I mean, hey, whoever basically is gonna like they always like you say, whoever wants it more is gonna basically win this. At the same time, I don't see OKC. Oh, I can see OKC building a great team. I just don't see them being
A dynasty.
a dynasty quite yet. They have
Yeah.
the makeups to do it, but that might be their downfall. All this money to spend and nowhere to spend it. They might decide to shake it up a little bit too much, and then next thing you know, you mess up the chemistry.
Like we
You
did.
feel me? Thank you.
Like we fucking did. Thanks a lot, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah.
Wow.
My favorite player in the freaking play in the finals right now. He's sitting, he right there, his bald ass head.
That
right
dude
there in
who
the
made
finals right
himself
now.
a household name in the finals in the bubble where everybody was watching him, that dude who you basically just didn't want to give a couple extra maybe
$9
10,
million.
50, 9 extra million. You know how like
$9 million. We was that broke. $9 million.
Man, right now, Durant would play for free. Not Durant. Dwight Howard would pay for free right now. And we said, "Nah, we good." Now, I don't know what they see. Maybe it's more of a problem in the locker room. But I blame that on AD. Honestly, did you see the year after they won the championship and they came back and Dwight was there? Do you remember that little competition that they had on the bench? I was just like, I'd love to know exactly what that was about. I'd love to know exactly what that was about. But whatever it is, I'm sure Dwight was right. I'm sure Dwight was right because he was trying to get him 2 quick championships real quick. He was just like, "Oh, this is gonna be easy next year." If they didn't get hurt, that was gonna be easy work. Easy work.
That's the thing. That's the only reason that we our two-peat was even messed up was because of Anthony Davis being hurt.
Every single year it was a problem, and
that's the reason we gave him up.
That I think that's definitely the main reason why. Because it's one thing if a player gets hurt, it's another thing if everybody's waiting for that player to get hurt. And every single time you talk to people in that around that team, everybody attaches. Well, they could win the championship if AD's healthy. I mean, it's but so long you could have that narrative hanging around your team.
The same thing for Kawhi Leonard.
But the Clippers are the Clippers, man. The Clippers are the Clippers. Let them clip. Let them clip. Let them clip what that was saying. But they used to have 2. They used to have 2 handicap spots. Now they only have 1. Let them clip.
Right.
You know
but that's the reason why we got Luka, because the best ability that you can at least have for your team is availability. So
ooh, okay. All right. Ready to jump down a rabbit hole with me? Okay, so have you been paying attention to the whole I promise you guys I am watching the game. The game is 66-53. Jalen Williams just hit a free throw, put them up 67-53. They are handedly taking care of Indiana. Let me just before I go into what I was going to go into. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just look at the box score for the people right quick. Let me see. Box score. So, sheesh. Indiana is looking very, very anemic right now. 14 points for Pascal Siakam, and they're already almost halfway through the third quarter. Naismith has 9 points. Turner has 9 points. I guess if you were watching Gil's Arena, they bet the under on 15 points for Miles Turner. They might actually get that. 9 points for Miles Turner right now. He is 3 of 5, so he's not even taking shots, much less. Nembhard has 7, and Halliburton has a donut.
I know Halliburton, though. See, that's the reason why that 14-point lead is a little bit iffy, because Halliburton will show up at any point in time. So that lead is a little iffy. So we have to see.
Have to see. Obi only has 2. I think that's basically the biggest issue to me, is that they're not scoring a lot off their bench, which is basically, to me, makes the Pacers a paper team to me. I mean, I honestly feel like they have the deeper bench where they have more people on their bench who can actually score and contribute than the Oklahoma City Thunder. But their bench player that they count on the most usually will definitely do what they came to do. But their stars are doing what they came to do. Jalen Williams has 19 points and Shea has 15 right now. Chet is 7 of 6. Okay, he's working on a small little maybe double-double, little 10-10 double-double. And Dort has 3 points. He hit 1 3. He's a 3-point specialist. That's what he's there to do. That and guard. Kenrick Williams, a couple points. Probably just give somebody a rest. 0 points. Alex Caruso only has 2 points. That might be an issue.
That's the thing. That's why I said that 14-point. Wait, how many steals he got?
1.
Oh Lord, hold on. That's
2 assists, 1 rebound. He is not. They look like they put the clamps on Alex Caruso. He is 1 of 5 from the field. He is 1 of 5.
That could be an issue. But
no
wait,
Wiggins.
How many you got?
No, that's what I'm saying. Jalen Williams. So I was actually no, not Wiggins. Yeah, Cason Wallace and Jalen Williams are actually doing their damn thing off the bench. They both have 9 points each. Wiggins is 9 points, 4 rebounds, and a block. Hey,
so again, the defense from all around, yeah.
Yep. Cason Wallace also. Both players have 3. They're 3 or 4 from the 3-point range. So they're putting up points. They're giving good minutes, and they're putting up points, and they're doing their part as they're supposed to. Unfortunately, the reverse should be seen from the starters in Indiana. That's the crazy thing about it. You can count more on your bench players than your starters, and the starters are the one who basically is just like just there to save the day at the end. Hopefully, I can hold the glue together.
Which is why you say you have your gripe with Halliburton, because Halliburton, as you being the leader of the team, you have to look to score in order to get your team out of the box, out of the deficit that you're in. Like, you can't pick and choose when to turn it on.
That's my gripe with all teams that consider themselves contenders and their main player is their point guard. Right. I don't care what happens. I'm not going to feel comfortable with it. With you being the main playmaker and the base and the main ball handler. I mean, at least it works with Golden State because Draymond Green's the real point guard.
Exactly. He's the real point guard.
He's the real point guard. You're a glorified shooting guard, basically, but you're short enough to be a point guard. So, and you got handles, so you could do that. But at the same time, when need be, when it's winning time, Draymond got the ball in the hole. And he basically looking to carve people up with you and Clay running around picks, basically until somebody loses you, swish. You know what I'm saying? I just never really felt like a team really truly can maximize their ability when the main person who they're looking to score is holding the ball for 16 seconds.
Yeah, and that's exactly why the Knicks didn't have their shot, is because you literally, that's why Tibbs, I think, got fired. Because again, defense wise, you're an amazing coach, but you have no offensive scheme whatsoever. Like literally your whole offense is Jalen Brunson. That's it.
Exactly. Which is exactly what he did when he was coaching Chicago with with Jalen Rose.
With Derrick Rose, yeah.
With Derrick Rose. But my brother, diehard Knicks fan. I've had him on the show. Drew Jams, what's good with you, bro? So he's a diehard Knicks fan since I was a kid, us living in Brooklyn, and have him kind of tell it. He don't think Tibbs' defense is that great, at least not with the Knicks right now. I mean,
it wasn't that great with the Pacers because the Pacers, again, they don't know how to play defense on a team that moves the ball around. But Exactly. It's easy to play defense on a team like Boston because Joe Mazzulla is predictable. He is a 3-point merchant. Mm-hmm. Of course, you're going to, be able to guard them. Let them shoot.
You can lock off one thing that they do really, really well, and they depend on, and basically see if they could do it. They know they couldn't. They couldn't do it. But I mean, hey, Give me 2 seconds. I want to read through these messages from my man Wadaholic Ozzy. I want to give him his props by, just reading his stuff out there.
Oh, that's fine.
Hallie knows no points. He wants to keep both Jalen and Jalen Williams and Chet. I was asking the question saying, which one would you keep, Jalen or Chet? If you had to get rid of one, I want them to keep both. But if you had to get, because of contracts and you got to re-sign somebody, who would you keep? Chet Holmgren or Jalen Williams? Oh, I lost you, man. My bad. That was the second time I was trying to ask you that question, and I lost you.
Okay.
Oh.
I got you.
Okay, cool. No problem. Did you hear the
So
question?
you said, who would I keep?
If you,
Jalen Williams
you're the Thunder.
or Chet?
You're the Thunder. Y'all win this championship. I'm gonna set the whole stage. You the Thunder GM. Y'all win this championship. Y'all got all those draft picks. Chet's gonna need to get paid. Let me see if I could pull up again what their thing is. Oklahoma City Thunder, Oklahoma City. Okay, so Chet is old. Chet has 2 more years on a contract where he's getting $13 million next year, and then a qualified offer. So he's gonna be a restricted free agent in 2 years. Jalen Williams is basically getting paid pennies on the dollar. He has $6 million coming back next year and a qualified offer. So he has basically 2. I think that means that they have 2 restricted free agents, Chet and Jalen Williams. I would like for them to keep both. I think, but they're gonna have to pay Shea. First of all, they're gonna have to basically re-up Shea, because Shea basically only getting 38 and 40 for the next 2 years. So they're going to have to make him a super duper max. He's going to have to get some Jalen Brown money or some Tatum money. Easy.
Yeah.
So I say Chet is probably going to maybe Jalen Brown, Chet. I think that they're probably going to be somewhere around like 180, 190 for both of them.
For both of them, yeah. Like
For
a
both- for
5-year, 180 type of deal.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're going to have, I would definitely do it for 5 years. I wouldn't do 3 years. I don't know. First of all, you might have some hard feelings in there if you're only going to give, no longevity and security to me, but you want to give it to him. You want to keep both. I say go ahead and empty out your pockets. You're going to have the money, bro. Just go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say, like, Thunder ain't used really no bit of cap space at all, honestly.
Ain't
It's like,
nobody
what cap
care.
space have they used?
Don't nobody care about Golden State before they basically got Steph and Clay and wasn't nobody watching no damn Golden State people outside of Oakland? Didn't nobody care about them? You win championships, you bring it home. You know what I'm saying? You start to raking the cash. You know what I'm saying? So you get both of them. But let's say you can't get both of them. Which one do you keep? Chet or Jalen?
Well, Jalen seems like he's the type of person, he would probably have to need his own team with which the way that he plays, because both of them love to have the ball in their hands, him and Shea. So if I had to really and truly choose, I'm gonna obviously choose Shea over Jalen. So Jalen in my mind would have to go because Chet plays better around Shea. It's a better game plan to have with Chet and Shea on the floor. I can't really say that Jalen would be a nice. It's like I can say that, but see, then you have to alter their minutes. You have to have it to where you're gonna have Shea on the floor by himself with Shea, and then you're gonna have to have it to where Jalen Williams has his time on the floor with Hartenstein. So it's like, because again, I don't trust Shea and Jalen Williams, just like a lot of people don't trust Luka and Reeves on the floor together. So it's just like either somebody gonna have to get on the bench or somebody gonna have to go.
I mean, exactly. I said the same thing. I would keep Chet over Jalen. No hard feelings about it. I think Jalen is a great athlete. I think that he is skilled at skilled at basketball. At the same time, is there certain personalities, and I feel like Jalen is okay, I'll be Scotty for now. I feel like he I feel like he knows that he could carry a team if he wanted to. Shai just happens to be better than me. I think he knows that. But sooner or later, egos going to hit the fan. And unfortunately, you're going to have to probably replace him like a Harden. Harden basically sooner or later knew that you couldn't hold me in this little cage. You know what I'm saying? And this is and last Chet, all around player, plays defense, hit the three, blocks shots, goes up. He's all around great post player that even if you had to lose Hardenstein in a couple of years, you could put any other dude around that. Chet is a great four man, and that's the reason also why one of my viewers here was saying Chet was saying Giannis to the Thunder, and I was like, I don't like that with Chet, man. You gotta give Chet room to breathe, man. Chet's gonna get nicer. He ain't gonna get thicker, but Chet's gonna get nicer. And I'm not saying that basically, he's worth everything in the world, but at the same time, I like Chet and Shai better than I like Jalen and Shai for the long run.
How long has Chet been in the league so far?
I think Chet has only been in the league, maybe say 4
like
years.
3 years.
Maybe this is his 4 year because maybe this is his 4th year, including the 1 year that he had to sit out. Because remember, he came in and he got hurt in preseason, not preseason, in summer league. Less than that. He was drafted in 2022.
Imagine that. So 3 years. So he only been in the league 3 years. Now, how many years has Jalen been in the league?
2 seconds. Jalen Williams, same year.
Same year. Okay.
I mean, that's why they on that contract. That's why they on that contract where basically after next year they're restricted free agents and basically they get a qualifying offer that they basically have on either of them, but they're gonna both get re-up. If I were them, I would definitely re-sign both of them, but I would sign Chet to a 5-year and sign Jalen to a 3.
Yeah, because and I could also use that 3-year deal just in case he gets it in his head that hey, I could carry a team by myself. Hey, trade package.
Go ahead, no problem. You know why? Because I have these 15 first-round picks, and there's a Jalen Williams in every single draft. I just gotta find them. They ain't a Chet in every single draft, and that's why I would keep Chet more than I would keep. That's why more than I would keep Jalen. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a Chet in every single draft.
Good basketball player, could shoot the ball, could drive to the hole. He grew up a point guard, so he could handle the rock instead of Shai every once in a while, basically, kind of like Scottie Pippen did. You know what I mean? But it's here and Shai's here. I mean, this is what it is. You know what I mean? The ceiling is higher on Chet and Shai than it is on Jalen. Now, I mean, Jalen could basically completely force it if he was like a Kobe Bryant kind of brain, where he was just like, okay, I'm not there, but I'm going to work every single day until I am there. And I'm going to shoot until I'll keep shooting the ball until I hit 40 points.
Yeah. See,
you know what I'm saying?
See the two personalities, and see Shai isn't the type of person. He's not confrontational, as you can see. He's very, 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 very quiet.
But there's a difference. I want Shai to show me that he's a Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. Show that
Kawhi
you still got
is
dog
a
in you.
quiet killer.
Right. So show that you a killer as well. But he being shy with it. And that's the thing about it. Like, I don't think he's aggressive enough.
I don't think he's aggressive enough. I see him be not aggressive basketball wise. he'll take the rock and basically, want the ball over and over and over again. That's not good for the entire game, though. That's why I feel like what would suit them better is to move Jalen to the 3. And I think, how tall is Jalen? Jalen is 6'5". Ooh, he's a short 3.
Yeah, he a short.
If he was 6'7", that would be good. Because I was saying I would love to see a point guard in there with them. I want to see a point guard and take Shea off the ball. You know what I'm saying? And then let Shea turn into Kobe.
So do you think that's what they gonna do in this year's draft? They gonna try to find a little good facilitator in this draft?
Maybe
They got 2 first rounders.
They got first rounders. They got first rounders. Maybe they could trade for one. I mean, you never know.
They have the assets to do it.
It's house money. They got all the money in the world right now. They went into Caesar's Palace and they said, we're gonna copy the whole entire weekend. Whatever you want, President Suite, chips, we got you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, hey, let me see if I can throw it in the bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing it in the bag. Go ahead and throw it in the bag.
I just thought about this. The Thunder got all of this from the Clippers. With that Paul George trade. They got all of it from the Clippers. Clippers, how do you feel? What's the score? I done forgot all about the game.
Hell yeah, I just realized. I'm like, oh shit, they got the point. They got it down to 7. Let me pay attention.
Whoa. Hold on.
That's the thing about Indiana. Indiana, you leave them alone. You think that they're going to stop. You think they're going to quit. And that's the problem. I feel like Oklahoma keeps waiting for them to quit. You know why? I know that's what's going on? Because I see the Lakers doing it so much. Why can't you just bury a team, man?
Yeah, just put them down. Put them out their misery. And that's the thing I can't stand about the Lakers. Why, when you have all these freaking leads, you let them come back? And it's like the Thunder is doing the exact same thing, and it's pissing me off because I'm seeing the same thing that the Lakers did. I'm seeing the exact same thing. It's like, why?
That's why I'm just like, the OKC should win this game. Should win the series. But Indiana can't make me count them out. I can't count them out yet because I haven't seen Oklahoma show me that they want it more. You start the game off wanting it more, but when they come down to it and they lull you to sleep, are you going to basically put your foot down and put them down by 30 by halftime so that they basically start taking people off the bench and taking people off the bench and putting them in? Or are you going to let them hang around at 11, 12, 13, get it to 15? Nope, now it's back to 9. Come on now. They haven't shown me that they really, really want this.
Yeah.
I mean, they want it, but they think that somebody's going to give it to you. You have to take this. That's why to me, the NBA championship is the greatest championship in the world. Bar none. Might be a little biased. Basketball is my favorite game. At the same time, you have to play a team 7 times. And you have to prove that you won it 4 times more than they do.
Out of the 7.
You gotta win it 4 times. And if you don't,
hold on. I gotta watch a little bit of this. I'm gonna be right back. Hold on.
No, go ahead and do you, man. Go ahead and do you. I'm gonna go back to the comments, man. I'm having a good time here, guys. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Reese, if you want to jump back in, come on in whenever you're ready, man. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But the Thunder, they're great. I just don't feel like the Thunder are. I don't feel like they've had enough heartache yet.
Yeah, they don't have enough focus at all. They don't have enough focus. They
haven't really, truly suffered.
They've been spoiled a little bit. They've been spoiled.
Oh my gosh. They've been spoiled. Look at this. 6 points. The lead is 6. I'm telling you, in this NBA, it's impossible to feel comfortable with a lead less than 16.
And the crazy thing about it is, even when the Lakers had 20-something point leads, I still wasn't.
No, when it comes to the Lakers,
I did not feel good.
when it comes to the Lakers, I don't feel good until I see 5 minutes left on the clock. We up by 25, and they start to clear their bench. That's when I feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable a second earlier than that. Period.
Right.
Plain and simple. You got players on that team, that the Indiana team that I'm watching right now, with Halliburton's ass on the bench because he don't have no freaking points, and TJ McConnell is out there completely just willing that team to win. 13 points. What's the name? Halliburton has 2 points. If you look in TJ McConnell's eyes, he needs this win. I don't see that on Halliburton's face. I don't see that on anybody on the Thunder's face.
But TJ McConnell.
Here. It's TJ McConnell. He is out here playing basketball like his life depends on it. That's championship basketball.
And that's sad. Your best player on the team, on either team, is not really showing up when it matters the most. You have a role player that's doing what it is that you're supposed to do. That's crazy.
Hold on, let me see something real quick.
Oh,
Indiana.
another thing.
Let me test my what's name. Go ahead.
What role? Because let's be honest, I think Dalton Connect is pretty much gone. What role do you see Bronny playing in?
I see Bronny. What's this dude's name? Who comes off the bench? Number 00, Benedict Mathurin. I see him being like a Benedict Mathurin. He's a little short, but at the same time, I could definitely see him. I could definitely see Bronny being a defender who could shoot the ball and who could basically take it to the hole and could do a little bit of facilitating if he needed to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he's also going to master the mid-range.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like he's going to definitely come back with a whole bunch of tricks, more tricks in his bag. Now that he sees the speed and feels the speed, he's gonna be a lot more well acclimated. I'm mad I didn't get my Bronny jersey before, but right. I feel like he's gonna be one of those players that a team needs. He's gonna be like a Gary Payton Jr.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was thinking about too, like a Gary Payton Jr.
Like a Gary Payton Jr. that will dunk the ball if you give him free reign. He'll jump up and dunk the ball. He'll play defense on you.
Crazy.
He has athleticism. He could basically stay with all the best guards he could probably stay with as he gets better. Because I mean, Austin, they used to basically burn him every single day, all day. He's not that much better, but he has gotten better at his defense. He just basically needs to learn. He's learning, you know what I'm saying? So, but I see definitely his ceiling being somewhere around like a Gary Payton Jr., a really, really good piece that every single team would need, needs to have on a successful team. You know what I mean? Real quick, TJ McConnell, 33 years old.
Crazy.
You want to know why he has that look in his eyes and he's selling out completely, defending Shea, putting his whole entire body into defending Shea no matter what's going on. He plays good. He's playing his best defense he can. Because he knows that he might never get back here again.
Right. Especially due to this move that Orlando made, there's a chance they may not come back.
I mean, I think look at that. Boom. He just went up and hit a shot. What's his name? Shea hit a shot right in his face. He came back down, hit a shot. He should hit his own shot too. Plain and simple. Every player, when you really, really start to understand the NBA, you realize I may never get back to the playoffs again. I may have a good team, but I might not get back above the 6th seed. I might be a great team, like the Suns had the best record in the league. They haven't been back to the second round since. That's when you really, really.
You never are gonna get it again.
What Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, winning the NBA Finals, you have to act as though I know that this might be my last shot. This might be my only shot.
Right. See,
Like,
the Lakers won one in 2020 and ain't been past the first round ever since.
with Bron and AD on the team.
That's crazy.
That was AD's one and only chance that he might smell it. I honestly don't think that he's going to again. Sometimes people come in and slip into the window and slip right out that joint. Dirk Nowitzki, as great as he is, he slipped into the window and slipped right out the joint real quick and came away with one. He's still a great, period. I mean, no matter what, you're still a great, but you might not even get there. And if you do get there, you might lose and never get back. Look at Reggie Miller. Got to the finals once. Did they get to the finals once?
Yep, didn't make it back since.
No, since the Lakers beat them, that was the only time that they actually made it to the playoffs. I mean, they made it into the playoffs, but they didn't make it to the finals.
Right.
They made it to the finals once against the Lakers, and the Lakers whopped that ass.
AI.
Right.
The Sixers. That was a wonderful team, and AI carried them, but it was nothing that they can do with the Lakers. And ever since then, I don't even think they smelt the finals.
Because you have to realize that the NBA is not Monopoly or some other game that's basically a game board where you're going to put it away in a box and you're going to pull it out. It's going to be exactly the way you left it. The NBA changes every single day. The team that wins is going to make moves. The team that loses is going to make moves. The teams that didn't go to the playoffs are going to make moves. The teams that made it to the playoffs and lost are going to make moves every single day. This player is going to tear an ACL. This one's going to whatever might happen to them basically in their family. They might have to miss 4 months, like Andrew Wiggins that 1 year.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? Anything can happen. There. Honestly, I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like the Knicks, they won the series fair and square, but who knows what could have happened if Tatum was still healthy.
Right? Who would have known?
Who would have knew? I mean, I feel like the Celtics just didn't figure it out yet. Don't get me wrong. They live by the sword, they die by the sword. But at the same time, they might have made an adjustment. They might have made an adjustment and basically maybe been able to counteract what the Knicks were doing, because the Knicks weren't doing anything special. They were just they just wanted it more than you. I mean, shit. That might be the last time the Knicks make it to the East Coast Finals for the next 4 years.
Exactly. And then you mess around and you fire your coach for what reason?
Yo, like I told my brother, it's like a job. You don't quit one until you have another one lined up. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You don't do that.
I ain't been too long, got fired. I ain't been too long, got fired from one, and like not having a job and trying to find another one, it's tough. It's hard. It really is. Yo.
When you don't, I mean, it's one thing when you have a job and you're looking for a job. It's just okay. If something comes around, that's cool. You know, I'm cool. Nah, when you broke, I've been there before. So I'm talking from personal experience, as I'm sure many of us are. I've had a job where I just couldn't stand the job no more. I couldn't stand it. Every time I had to go to the place, it completely didn't even agree with my own,
your peace.
Myself, the way that I live, the way that I basically walk in the world, it went against all of my moral standings.
Right.
But I needed a job.
Understood.
And it paid decent. But it made me miserable every single day I had to do it. And then I just basically was like, F it. I was in college. I was just like, I'll find something else. It's a college town. They always hiring.
That's what I said.
Bruh.
That's what I said.
And when I found that job at Target, I was happy as hell. I don't care what the hell it was. And then after Target, I started working at McDonald's. I was not leaving a job on purpose. I was not volunteering for nobody's unemployment, period. And that was one lesson that I only had to learn one time, period. You're going to have to fire me. because I'm not quitting this unless I have somewhere else that's lined up. They fired somebody and they didn't have no guarantees on who was going to replace them, unless they decided, and the only guarantee that they might have decided on was that they was going to give it to old boy's daddy. And I think that was completely going to destroy the team.
Right.
The team's going to fall apart because don't want to play for somebody's dad. I mean, what we look like?
Right. It's just like, come on. Like,
I mean,
we need somebody who got championship pedigree. Like, y'all better get Mike Malone while he out there.
Y'all better get Mike Malone. I mean, shoot, Mike Malone, Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy. Those are three perfectly great. This completely in line, in complete perfect chi with New York. If they end up being like, yeah, let me go ahead and get daddy. Go ahead.
And it's like, me and Mees has literally been talking about this for the longest. It's like, for Mark Jackson to be one of the most basketball savants and not have a coaching job is beyond bonkers. Why this man ain't got hired yet is blasphemous for me. It's blasphemous to me. It's crazy that man can coach.
Absolutely. I mean, it's crazy how it's all. I mean, neither team is completely. Neither side has completely confirmed exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? Which makes it weird to me. I'm not sure if there's NDAs involved or whatever it is, but nobody has told the truth about it, you know?
Of course.
But it's crazy that he hasn't gotten at least another offer on a bum team. Even like on a Sacramento Kings. Nobody expects y'all to do much anyway. Right. On a team like that. Like he hasn't even gotten any kind of offers.
Right, at least get one on the Charlotte Hornets.
You know, I mean, to me, team they ain't doing nothing, bro. I mean, come on now. I mean, even like Toronto or some place they really ain't doing nothing. New Orleans. I mean, y'all ain't doing nothing. Give this man. I mean, he obviously knows what the hell he's talking about and is able to build a team. He'd be to me if at the very least, and I'm not saying that he can't do more things, but at the very least, he'd be the coach that I bring in when I basically start a rebuild.
Dead ass.
He's going to install culture. Like he's going to install accountability. He's going to make you figure out how these pieces fit together and what's the next piece that you need to basically make this work. You know what I'm saying? He'd be the perfect person, but for some reason, basically, they haven't given him a chance. I mean, I would love him. I would love, but hey, I don't know if it's a personal relations thing where it's just like, you know, the way that he feels. It doesn't specifically maybe match the way that the NBA feels, but they're not trying to make either each other look bad. So they're just going to basically amicably continue to be split. You know what I'm saying? But I think that enough time has passed that hell, if Ime Udoka could have a job next fucking year, Mark Jackson could get a job. You don't do it. Don't tell me that bullshit. Really? Don't lie to me.
That's crazy. If Ime Udoka can get a job the very following year, what the heck is wrong with Mark Jackson?
My man sleeping with employees. My man is sleeping with employees. This dude just wanted to pray with you. That's all he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. He deserves another chance. And I think that New York would be. You think New York is lit now? I'm telling you right now, as a New Yorker, even though I'm a Lakers fan, if Mark Jackson was to come and be the Knicks coach, New York would be unconsolable. That man would get the key. He would get the key to the city. People would start running him for mayor. I mean, people. It would be bananas. It would be bananas. People will be walking around with Mark Jackson tattoos. No bullshit. Period.
Crazy.
That man's number will get retired. Easy. I'm telling you right now, man. I mean, make it happen. If not that, Mike Malone. I feel Mike Malone would be great. He's from Queens anyway. Basically, he has that type of mentality to be tough enough with them, and at the same time knows how to get to the mountaintop. He has been to the mountaintop and has had a team very competitive every single year. They fired him. He didn't lose the job. They fired him. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like Van Gundy should be good too, but at the same time,
I don't know
he's not
about
doing
that.
anything else. He's okay. I never really. Sometimes I feel like some people the game can pass him by. He has a great basketball mind. I just don't really feel like, I don't know if he's up to coaching this. Yeah, he's not up to coaching this generation of basketball players.
Yeah.
What the hell are you gonna tell? What the hell are you gonna tell Zion Williamson? What are you gonna teach Zion Williamson?
Exactly. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Go ahead, bro. And it looks like OKC is pulling back. They were down up to 6 points, but OKC pulled the lead back away from them. But at the same time, they are only up by 8. Indiana is continuing to hold on and hold in to the game, and it's 10 minutes left on the clock. Pascal Siakam, I don't know. He basically either him or Halliburton fouled Chet. But let's see. I mean, hey, it's a good game, guys. It's a good game. Go ahead, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Really appreciate you. Hit that notification button so you know when I go live, man. You know it's a good time when I go live, man. Let me hit these things up before I go any further. Because I am so far behind, and I'm so sorry, everybody. But hey, yes. Keep both. Absolutely. I can hear him. Good. That's what's up. Good day, Laker family unit. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure he said what's up. I'm gonna let you know you said what's up. We can all hear each other. Great. The modern Kobe and Shaq. See Shay and Chet. It might be the modern Kobe and Shaq. I mean, I'm not mad at that one. I'm definitely gonna ask him about that. Hey, you back? Cool. One of my viewers here, he said, he basically is saying or asking if the modern Kobe and Shaq is Shay and Chet. Not quite.
Kobe and Shaq. What? What? No. Who? Wait a minute. Who would say Shay and Chet? I'm sorry, but Chet ain't nowhere near Shaq level. And I love Shay. Don't get me wrong, but no.
He ain't quite Kobe yet.
At least with Kobe,
he's nowhere near erotic enough. He's nowhere near this absolutely bananas about basketball enough.
Like he's not passionate about the competitiveness of the game. He doesn't even know how to close for real.
He just likes being
honestly.
Good.
No.
Do you hate to lose? That is the question. You like to win, but do you hate to lose?
That right there.
That's what makes a champion.
Right there.
That's
why when people tell me that Joker is better than Shaq, I don't see it, y'all. I don't see it. I get the MVP.
He's very talented.
I get the MVP. But no. First off, for you to even be better than Shaq, you got to play both ends of the floor. You can't just play one.
Absolutely.
Like Shaq was scoring 30 points a game, averaging and getting double-digit rebounds
with 15, 20
blocks a game.
Exactly. And they putting him on the foul line at least like 15, 20 times. Yeah. Joker is very, very talented, multifaceted. He can do a lot of different things that you have never seen a man that big be able to do. Nobody's as dominant as Shaq. I don't guard, forward, shooting guard, power forward, center. Nobody is more. I have never seen anybody just that dominant where it's not even dominant. I mean, the word that you could put it all over the whole umbrella of it is dominant, but it was just a.
Talking about Jokic.
No, I'm talking about Shaq. Maybe Jokic. I can say maybe Jokic because Jokic basically. I'm not Jokic. Sorry. I'm saying that Jokic is nowhere near as dominant as Shaq. For a second, I
Right.
thought you meant Giannis. Giannis, I could see is the closest that
yeah,
I've
Giannis,
seen
yeah.
to being as dominant as Shaq. Whereas it's like, I don't care who's in front of me. You know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it anyway, and you can't stop me. The only thing you could do is put me on the foul line, and I'm gonna do it next time. I'm not even gonna tell you because I don't even need to repeat myself. I'm coming again. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. I'm
Again.
coming in.
That's what she said.
That's what it is. Period. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
Absolutely pause.
Absolutely fun.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah, it's like, I'm sorry,
So
but
yeah, but
Jokic
no,
is not good
Chet's
enough.
great. Chet is basically, you know, Chet and Shea, they have far ways to go before they can basically rise to that moniker.
Right.
I know you didn't
3-peat
mean
first,
it.
and then let's
I know you
talk.
didn't mean it literally, Wadaholic Ozzy, but at the same time, yeah, they have even when they were young, Shaq and Kobe were just like they were on a whole nother level. I saw it in Kobe's eyes when he was in high school. I saw that he was gonna be a bad mother from high school. I said, who is this kid? I'm gonna follow him. I'm telling you, there's certain people that I see. I mean, when I become a fan of a player, I'm a pretty good judge of a person's talents. I had the same thought when I saw Reeves. I thought that he could be very good. Shedeur
Then the playoffs
Sanders,
happened.
absolutely. I feel like he's gonna basically. I think that they're trying to mess around with him because they know that he will become Shedeur. I'm gonna say it today. I'm gonna say it right now.
I'll say
You mark my word. You mark my word, Reese. They
I'm with you.
afraid of Shedeur Sanders because he will become the face of the NFL, and they will have to kick Patrick Mahomes to the curb.
Yeah, I can see it. I see it coming. This is
Period.
why I ain't gonna lie to you. And oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to relive this draft day. I'm about to relive it.
My man has a whole town worth of people. He has a whole mini city net worth of people coming behind him right now. He has media people. He has not even just his brother. I'm talking about there's people who have whole ass great performing YouTube channels, basically just all about Shedeur Sanders. I heard songs about Shedeur Sanders that is a whole ass bop.
It is.
Whole ass bop.
It's a bop.
It's a whole ass bop.
Here's how I'm about to relive the worst day of my favorite team's history. So when Shedeur didn't get drafted in the first, my favorite team, by the way, is the Saints. My favorite NFL team. So when
go ahead,
the second round,
this is the place to do it, man. This is the session, man. Go ahead. By the way, Indiana is down 4 points. Crazy work, son. Crazy work.
Yep, Thunder don't want it.
Thunder don't want it. Jalen Williams drops to the hole, misses. He gets hammered in the back of the head by who was that? Forgot his name, but he gets hammered in the head by Hardenstein.
Okay. So
Saints, go.
Second,
and then I'm gonna tell you my story because I'm a Giants fan. So continue.
Oh my God, Saints fan. just Saints. I don't know what the hell we were thinking. At least in the second round, the least you could have did would pick up something else in another position. No, they decided to go quarterback, but they decided to pick up out of all people in the world somebody we didn't even know about until 2 weeks ago, and that was Tyler freaking Shough. I'm over here like, who the hell is this dude?
What the hell?
Who the hell is this dude? When I saw this dude rating, I damn near cried. I ain't gonna lie to you. I damn near cried. I said, it ain't no way in hell. Y'all picked up someone that was a 69 rating overall over somebody who is a 77. And clearly this second best quarterback.
They got him in the second round. That's madness.
I was so mad. I said, you know what, Saints? I don't even give a damn what it is that you do after this draft pick. I don't even care. And the sad thing is, they had not only that chance, they had a 3rd round pick, they had a 4th round, and then 2 5th rounders.
Y'all had 2 3s, 2 4s, a 6, and 2 7s,
and just wasted all of them. All of them. We had 5 chances to get Shedeur Sanders, and the Saints just wasted all of them. Now I'm already like, well, let's just go on here and face the fact that we're gonna be a lottery team. We're gonna be a lottery team because it's no way in hell that. And I wish, and I'm gonna send you the video that one of the first videos of his practices.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna pause you right there for a second, real quick, because the Pacers have pulled within 2 points. There's 8 minutes left in the clock. Shea got the ball, kicks it out the Dort. Dort swings it over to Jalen Williams. He buries a 3. That's a big shot right there.
That's a big shot. They freaking needed it. Like
absolutely.
Don't make no sense. But can they get stops though? Is the question.
Right. Let me see. And we're saying better not have a whole bunch of points now. Let me see something. Cason Wallace. Oh, okay. So Indiana let go of the rope. They got the Thunder scored back-to-back points, and it's back up to 7-point lead right now. Timeout, Indiana. All right. That's how it goes, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You gonna send me?
You're fine.
A video of what?
But oh my Lord, yeah, I'm gonna send you that video. But when I tell you what I had saw in this video, this was Tyler Shuck. I kid you not. He was doing some type of like he was literally doing some type of shuffle with his feet where he literally looked to his left, looked to his right, looked to his left again, and then looked to the right. The player is coming this way. Coming this way.
And he goes.
When I tell you that ball went so far to the right, but he looked left while throwing right. And the guy couldn't even make it to the ball because he threw the ball so far right. That was the first video that we seen of him.
It's the first time I've seen. I was just like, Shuck, Tyler Shuck. How you even spell that? I had no clue who that was. And it's the first video that I saw, because Lord knows I wasn't looking at nobody who wasn't going to be a top 3 pick where my damn team was, or like where my team was the first pick, until we decided to get a morale win to save morale on the team. We needed a win. I don't want to get into it because I would just get mad all over again the way the Giants completely shitted away what's the name. But we were looking at 2 people, Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders. There was only 2 in our universe because we had a top 3 pick.
Right. And you had one that the one already had been chosen, but then the y'all pick came and y'all got who the hell was that?
We stalked that man like a stalker. We went everywhere Shedeur went. We was at his room. We were cleaning his bed. We were following him to class. We was with him at practices. We were with him at games. We was with him at training. The Giants stalked that man. And then Brian Daboll and his insecure ass decided to pick up a project than a ready finished starter in Shedeur Sanders.
So y'all stalked them. We didn't stalk them enough.
I mean, it's like it was. No. What was funny is that this is why honestly, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been watching Shedeur Sanders since he was in Jackson State. Just because his father, but then I was like, oh, his son's a quarterback. Okay, let me see what he got. And he was a good quarterback since Jackson State. So I've been following him. So I know when I see a good quarterback, I know a good quarterback when I see a good quarterback. And we've been stalking him for the past 2 years. So I've seen plenty of tape on Shedeur Sanders I have Colorado jerseys. Matter of fact, I'm waiting for, let's just say I'm waiting for a shipment to come in any day now. Let's just say that, plain and simple. I'm a fan, and I don't give my fandom to nobodies. The last time I was truly a fan of somebody, he died, unfortunately, in February of 2020, period. Okay?
Yeah.
That was the last true person that I was truly a fan of.
Yeah.
LeBron
Fact.
James, if it wasn't for the fact that we have the same last name, I would not have his jersey. I said I would not get his jersey unless he joined the Lakers so I could have my name on the back.
Facts.
So I'm not just any fair weather person to give my fandom over to. Shedeur Sanders is him, period. Okay, and so we had him in our arms. He wanted to play for us. It wasn't just the fact that we wanted him to play for us. He wanted to play for us. He was already out there throwing balls with Malik Neighbors. He wore cleats. He wore blue and red cleats to the bowl game, son. I'm talking about a match made in history, and you decided to swipe left.
You want to know the sad thing about it? There's actually Giants fans that's actually praising the fact that they got Jackson Dart over Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, you know what I call those? Racists. They either don't know football or they're racist. Because don't get me wrong, you could basically tell you could try to tell me that that Jackson Dart has the same ceiling as Shedeur Sanders, but Shedeur Sanders is a young man still. He is a proper age to come out as a quarterback out of college. He's not 26 like Dylan Gabriel or whatever the hell age he is, because he didn't use all 6 of his years of eligibility.
Right.
Shedeur Sanders is coming out at the right age of his potential, having been tested through fire, socially and physically. No running game, no offensive line, still threw for 4,000 plus yards and has the greatest QB rating in the whole entire history.
No O-line. It's crazy. No O-line.
Not just in the year.
It's still the best damn quarterback. You still can't mess with him. Cam Ward only got number one because he had an O-line.
And I've been saying I can't wait for us to get Shedeur for 2 years now, bro. 2 years. I was hoping that we were going to do the right thing and lose all these games, but we decided to win one damn game and then knocked us from the first pick to the third pick. And I'm just like, bro, I'm telling you, man, Daboll knew he was going to lose his goddamn job. And so he's trying to pick up a reclamation project to try to prove that, oh, you can't. So you're going to give this young quarterback to a whole new coach. That's how you messed up the last quarterback. No, Daniel Jones was trash.
Exactly.
You didn't mess up Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones was trash from the beginning. See, trust me, I'm doing a Shedeur video very, very soon. I'm just collecting my information.
Oh my God!
Bro.
Now that I think about it,
I already did a Shedeur. I already did a Shedeur video before. Go and give that a view, guys. It's on my under my lives. Shedeur. I talked about Shedeur and Angel Reese, plain and simple. They hate to see you young, black, and confident, man. They hate to see you young, black, and confident. I mean, but hey.
Yeah, I also want to make a couple of takes. You notice, right, that when it comes to the world of quarterbacks in the NFL, notice that some of your, not even some, but most of the best quarterbacks are black. You got Pat Mahomes.
What, Reese?
You got
aren't we stupid?
Like,
isn't it too complicated to learn
the whole quarterback, literally superstardom, literally everywhere you look is black. You literally have Pat Mahomes, you have Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels. His first year came out crazy.
Beast mode.
Jordan Love. And it's just like,
and don't get me wrong, there's some really good quarterbacks in the league, white and black.
Right.
But the thing is, it's not about white and black to the players. It's not
Right.
about white and black to the fans. You think the fans, if you think I didn't mean to take the show this way, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not unapologetic. You
Facts.
think if the racists in Philadelphia right now would rather Jalen Hurts not be black? I mean, maybe they'd rather lose than have a black quarterback.
That's
I personally doubt. I honestly don't think that. I think that Giants fans around the world all basically just looked at the TV like I looked at and said, "Oh, okay. Oh my God, they're trading back into the first round. Okay, I hope even though the bullshit that they was basically trying to spin last minute, trying to say that trying to throw dirt on Shador's name real quick. I hope that they don't basically throw away 2 years of research and investment into making sure that this guy was the right guy. I hope that they don't get cold feet. They got cold feet. Oh my God.
You want to know the crazy thing about all this is that us fans of other teams other than Cleveland, we're going to be the ones to pay for this. We're going to be the ones to pay for it while the Cleveland Browns are going to be enjoying what it is that Shedeur Sanders is finna bring to the whole NFL. We're going to pay for it because it could have been us.
Oh, it definitely could have been us. It should have been us. It should have been Pittsburgh. It should have been a lot of teams. It should have been the Rams, because the Rams should definitely not be thinking that that Stafford is going to stay healthy for the rest of his life. How much longer until he turns into Aaron Rodgers? You gonna have another Aaron Rodgers on your name? Mike Tomlin, you should be ashamed of yourself, and you deserve to lose your job for letting that foolishness happen and letting this man. That must have been a decision above your head. That must have been a decision above your head. That was straight up like Barry, who basically didn't want to, for one reason or another, didn't want to draft Shedeur, or had an issue about the draft with Shedeur, or like homeboy who traded away Luka in the what's the name? You just had to wear it. It wasn't your decision. It came from above you, but you had to wear it as though it was your decision.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just basically what you get paid for. You get paid to basically do the stockholders bidding, plain and simple. But you can't tell me that you basically really, really like Shedeur, but you're going to basically stay and wait out for a 43-year-old man who might not even have a full half of a season in him left. The same shit that they're trying to basically feed you right now in Cleveland, saying that Joe Flacco is. Don't get me wrong. Let me say this right now. Let me put this disclaimer down right now. I don't want Shedeur to start day one. I mean, that would be awesome. But I personally don't like when they just throw quarterbacks to the wolves. I feel like you should definitely bring a young, capable quarterback up. They don't need to sit a whole entire year, but I honestly personally like when they sit a whole year. You know what I'm saying? That's why I thought the Giants were perfect for Shedeur. They had Russell Wilson, who probably ain't going to want to be there for no more than 2 years. They had Jameis Winston, who'll be happy to only be there for 1 year.
NFL, we're going to pay for this shit. Y'all know this, right?
It was so many teams. And you're going to basically give Cleveland their next fucking LeBron James? That's LeBron James.
Yeah, we're going to pay for this, guys. I hope y'all know that.
It's just LeBron James. That's what I'm saying. That type of, I mean, the last person that I've seen with this type of grassroots upswell of support since he was a child, and all the pressure that's been on him, and he still hasn't dropped the ball. He hasn't gotten caught up in nothing. He still basically just gets better every single day. He's been in that camp and he's been showing up every person. He makes you look stupid for doing what you did. He makes you look even more stupid that now you got to wear Dylan Gabriel standing next to me down here.
Mm-hmm. That you drafted before me.
Before me. So you have to have him. So he basically gets to eat. So I'm just hoping that it's just BS. that in the, you know, that Cleveland is going to do something crazy. I cannot see a team like I would. If I see Cleveland trade Shedeur Sanders, I will say that I have seen it all. I have seen everything in sports. Nothing else would ever surprise me ever again.
Cleveland.
If Cleveland wants to trade Shedeur, I can't believe in Christmas. I mean, you can't, if you have that cash cow right in your door and you decide to say, well, I drafted Dylan Gabriel first, so that's what I'm going to go with.
You see how when you say that shit out loud, how stupid that shit is.
No, this is how I would look if I was one of the players. If I was one of the players in that locker room, if I was Jerry Jeudy, in Jerry Jeudy in that locker room, and you saying, "Well, guys, I'm going to introduce you to our next starting quarterback, Dylan Gabriel." Where he at?
And
He's
the crazy
right
thing is
that short dude in the front.
the reason why I don't see Cleveland not letting Shedeur play is because they already had bad season after bad season after bad season after bad season. So if you want to continue to have bad seasons because of some superficial shit, then you deserve to have more bad seasons. You deserve it at this point.
See, this is where you start to dig into the weeds and start to jump down rabbit holes, Reese. This is where you start to drop down rabbit holes, bro. This is when you start to think to yourself, is Cleveland one of those teams that really doesn't want to win? Is that why they basically keep on turning over coaches? And even when they have a decent team, they still can't get their shit together because they decide to say, okay, I got the quarterback now. Let me get a guy who hasn't had any head coaching experience. Let me put him in the coaching spot and see how that go. Because why? Because I'm the only game in Cleveland. I'm the only NFL team in Cleveland. Where else are they going to go on Sundays? They coming to me. So regardless of what, I'm still going to make my money. So I honestly don't like high expectations. I don't like high expectations. That means I have to spend money. I can't just pocket all this shit. I already just paid. What's the name of all that money? You want money too? I don't know. I'm gonna have to move people around. We're gonna have to move some people around, man. People had too much high expectations. You think we're gonna make the playoffs? Ooh, I don't know. Playoffs cost money. The playoffs cost money. And I don't know if I'm in
been doing it to themselves for years.
I mean, self-sabotage. That's basically exactly what that would be. Self-sabotage. If Cleveland wants to do some crazy shit like that, that to me would be along the lines of the curse of the great Bambino. But at the same time, who cares? Cleveland never won anyway.
Please trade them to us. Please.
Unfortunately,
We'll give you Tyler Shough
organizations already signed somebody.
We'll give you Tyler Shough.
I'll give you Jackson Dart and his mama.
I'll give you Tyler Shough, his mama, his daddy, and anybody.
They all on the bus.
And then a dead family member's corpse. Why not give them all to you?
Being too loud? Okay. I wasn't sure.
Hold on, let me check the score. We done went away.
Nah, we went way off. We went off road. But it's okay because this is definitely a what's the name? No, I've been watching. OKC pretty much has this in hand, 120 to 107 with a minute and 50 seconds to go.
Okay.
So OKC got this one.
Okay, so we did good.
They did what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, we did good.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah,
absolutely.
It just doesn't make any sense. It's like you do know that Shedeur Sanders is going to bring the whole NFL, not just one team. The whole NFL is going to capitalize from this man being box office.
And this brings me back. See, I love sports because it can always come back and just basically bring it back center. superstars. I will pay money if he comes to play in Atlanta. Put money on it. I want to be 50-yard line. Shedeur Sanders, I'm watching that game live. I don't care what nobody say. That game is going to sell out every single game that day. If he is the second string quarterback, that is going to sell out every single game in every single stadium that they go to. I just
Right.
only pray.
Dylan Gabriel ain't gonna bring shit.
What? Joe Flacco? Kenny Pickett?
Joe Flacco, who?
What? Kenny Pickett wasn't even good when he was in Pittsburgh, when he was with Pitt, University of Pittsburgh, or the Steelers. He was trash then.
Trash.
With his little
Trash.
hands, he gotta wear damn gloves. You serious?
Better than Shedeur? Box office? Man, come on.
It's
Come
not,
on,
and
man.
it's not only that he talks. It's not only that he's humble, but he could talk shit. And that's one of those little perfect little what's names. But he could back it up
because he puts in the work. He puts in the work. It's different when a person talks shit like a Baker Mayfield who talked his shit before he got drafted. And then what did he do the first 3-4 years? Trash.
With all the eyes of the world on him because his daddy's name is Prime. And he went to a HBCU with his daddy as his father started his coaching career, his professional coaching career, being trained by Tom Brady in the past, growing up in football, being around and alive when his father won championships. Kinda, was he? Maybe he was around the back end of his career.
So he knows what it takes to win a championship because he's around his daddy.
His brothers and his family are all athletes. He's trained and spoken to Hall of Famers with every single. I'm sure how many Hall of Famers come by your house on a weekly basis, my brother. I mean, plain and simple. You can't tell me that he hasn't at least absorbed an understanding of what it costs, not what it takes, what it costs to be great. And he's done it in front of the camera since he was a baby, pretty much.
And he's done it in most inopportune circumstances.
And he follows all of it up with great performances in football. I mean, even though his team wasn't great, they're being ingenuous, not acknowledging that a lot of they're being ingenuous, not acknowledging the problems with Colorado, but at the same time being ingenuous, not giving respect to the fact that Colorado went from a 4-9 team to a 9-4 team.
Oh, let's take it even further. They went from 1-10 or 1-11. Or no, 1-12, I think. 1-12 team. The team already improved going 4-8 with an incomplete team. Yet again.
4-8, exactly.
Now you get more of a complete team. And then you're 9-4. Imagine you would have got an even more complete team.
And they want to basically sweep it underneath the rug like it never even happened. And that's the magic trick. Y'all didn't see what y'all just saw with your own eyes. He actually has a problem. He's actually too arrogant to have on our football team.
They want to shut him up. That's crazy. All because you want to shut somebody up. You're willing to lose your money. You're willing to lose your business. You're willing to lose views, all because of the fact of wanting to shut somebody up.
But see, this is the magic trick. This is the beautiful part. Every once in a while, you get one of those wily owners who are just like, I don't give a shit what none of y'all say. I pay the bills around here. We're going to get who I want to get in this door. You got to have an Al Davis. You have to have an Al Davis in the league. NBA, NFL, you got to have an Al Davis to go ahead and shake the apple cart up, because as far as they was concerned, they would have had no problem if Shedeur, I'm going to tell you what my theory is though, but they would have had no problem if Shedeur went undrafted throughout the whole entire league. I'm sure. Absolutely. Especially the teams who didn't need a quarterback. They was like, I ain't in it. Y'all go ahead and play all the shenanigans and games y'all want to play. It's probably, some of them probably said it's effed up, but I mean, hey, it's not my problem because I have my future quarterback and the one right after him. But I'm going to tell you my theory. So Deion basically goes on that talk show and basically says that he has teams in his mind that he doesn't want Shedeur to play for. Obviously, that team isn't the Giants because the Giants been coming around to his house, bringing flowers, telling him that he's going to bring his son home by 10 o'clock before curfew, taking him out, courting him like a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? They were courting Shedeur like a gentleman, asking for his father's permission. They did all the right moves. So they assumed that the Giants would be the ones that definitely was going to be the one that the father would have no problem with him going to. He probably didn't have no problem with him going to Tennessee either. But I mean, hey, Tennessee already said long time, hey, we're going to take Cam Ward. It is what it is. Boom. So obviously they meant they knew he meant Cleveland. We all knew that he meant Cleveland because Cleveland has been a trash ass team all these years, all these decades. But I think that they said this. It's our turn to get a quarterback. It's our time to get a quarterback, guys. We've let you guys take all the good quarterbacks, and we never get a good quarterback since we had Baker. We haven't had a good quarterback. It's our turn. And I don't care if he doesn't want us to get his son. We're still going to get his son. But you know what? We're not going to take him early. We're going to take him late so we could basically break his spirit and make him want to be here.
But
how do we make him want to be here? We make him drop all the way to the bottom of the draft till he almost thinks that he might go undrafted.
But God gonna flip that stuff around, and you gonna go from trying to break somebody's spirit down to your spirit is gonna be broken once you find out that you're not even really that worthy of them.
I say LeBron in so many different ways, shapes and forms, yo. Because if he proves to be that dude and then decides to leave Cleveland, they're gonna burn his jerseys, bro. Because he loved, but see, that's the problem. The problem is this. I don't think Cleveland really, really hated Bron. They understood. They knew that Bron was a hometown kid. They didn't want their hometown kid to go championship listers to stay with you and play in front of y'all and never win a championship. Where do they do that at? Not in this decade. They don't do that no more. This is the new age of young athletes, plain and simple. If you don't have it going with your team, I don't care if I was born down the street. I'm going to go and I'll be back, but I'm going to go and win these chips because you ain't really going to appreciate me unless I got some chips in my bag. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. Shedeur, I wouldn't be shocked if he decided, he made friends with all the kids. They love him. The kids love him. If he drops a shoe, that shit is going to be sold out.
It's going to be sold out. It's going to be it's raps.
These next gen Deions that he about to drop, Nike better be at his door right now. Like, you can't tell me that. No, he already wears Deion's all the time. So I know Nike sends him Christmas cards. I'm sure that him and Nike are good friends. They're good friends, plain and simple. They wasn't going to let a talent like this go undrafted. That's what I'm saying. They were just trying to teach him a lesson. They were just trying to basically do that bullshit that they usually try to do. They wasn't going to leave him undrafted. They basically were going to pick him up, but they were going to try to teach him a lesson, and he's going to teach them the lesson when he basically eventually he's going to do the right thing, and he's going to play his heart out, and he's going to do the best that he can for that team until his rookie contract is up, and then he's going to either say, hey, show me the bag, or I'm going through the door. You going to use that franchise?
Have to show them the bag.
Can you franchise tag a 5th round pick? I wonder.
I mean, they did it for Mr. Brock Purdy. I don't see why not.
They franchised Brock Purdy? I didn't even realize they franchise tagged him. Dang. Well, that's only 1 year. So get these 5 years, bro. Get these 5 years. And then by 5 years, I'm going to be in my prime. I'm going to be in my prime. Was he 22 now? Bruh.
27.
Prime. That's the first day of prime. That's the first day of school. Like you got your new outfit out, laid out on the floor. It's your first year. You first year of high school. You ready, son? Prime. Ready. Period. They. See, that's the problem. You think that you could catch a star. You can't catch a star. You can't catch a star.
Because again, that mindset,
you gotta appreciate it.
The league could think of him with all of what they want to think of him, but if he don't think of himself in the way that they think of him, it doesn't matter. Because his mindset is what's going to get him over all of this bull crap, and that's gonna make people see, oh shit, we done fucked up. Because I'm already say, Saints, you done fucked up. I don't think you understand just how much you done fucked up, Saints. Y'all literally had them in y'all hands.
I've already told the Giants officially, and I will put out a written statement sooner or later to let the Giants know that I'm officially entering the NFL fan transfer portal. I am now basically up to the highest bidder. whoever wants my fandom, please go ahead and write Call Me Nakomi at gmail.com. I will be here for all football season, giving y'all football coverage, giving y'all fantasy football coverage. Please come on back, and of course, I'm going to be covering Shedeur, and I'll begrudgingly be covering my Giants because I don't hate to see. I don't love to. I will never love to see them fail. But I want to see them fail, man. Sometimes it's like your kid that just won't listen. And you're just like, all right, just drop down the steps real quick one time. Go ahead. Just so you can learn your lesson. I don't know if they're going to learn their lesson because you can't teach billionaires lessons. They got more of those wherever. They don't care about people. People is disposable to them. But you don't realize that how you mess with somebody's life. Like how it's so easy for you to pick for your children to go ahead and pick up a phone and call somebody on the biggest day of their lives and think that that's funny. That basically goes to show you that shows me your character. It shows me the character of the people that you choose to put in charge of your organization, and that fully reflects back on you, Arthur Smith. I don't care how much money you basically got fined. You should have lost the draft.
Arthur Smith. Yeah.
You should have lost
Arthur
the draft.
Blank. I'm sorry, Arthur Blank. Yeah.
You should have lost the draft.
No.
Because at the very least,
y'all finna blow more leads. How about that?
I work a little bit of transparency. I work in a law firm, and every single year we have to go through a training about protecting people's personal information. Like there'll be like serious international sanctions put against your law firm if you basically violate someone's personal information that they passed on to you and you allowed it to basically be open and someone takes it. Big problems. I mean, the kind of ish that we have to go through just basically if somebody gets sent the wrong shit. It's hoops. For you to leave, we had a whole conversation, just me and a couple of paralegals and stuff like that, and an attorney had a whole conversation about whether or not that would be worth losing a draft pick over. And I was just like, you know what? Personally, I mean, maybe I'm a little too close to it because I'm a fan of Shedeur's, but I personally feel that I would feel that that's what's in, because we could lose clients if that was to happen here. We could lose our client for that, because you basically released you left his phone number out where anybody could get it. Why do you even have his phone number? You're the defensive coordinator. Why the hell do you even have his number, number one? So obviously that goes to show that the entire organization is not basically really looking to protect people's information. And then on top of it, furthermore, your child feels comfortable enough to basically go and look inside of your own personal devices, or not. It wasn't even your personal device. It was your work device. So your child feels comfortable enough to go look at your work device, and you left that page specifically open. Yeah, I would need for people to respect the NFL. I would need that to never happen again. Never. because fortunately or unfortunately, it happened to more than just Shador. Those kids called several people. But what the fuck? I think that dude should have lost his job, and the team should have lost a draft pick.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
Falcons.
a first round draft pick, but they should at least have lost a second round or a third round draft pick as a sanction. Period.
Yeah, lost something. But don't worry, because Falcons gonna lose leads. Trust and believe next season. Y'all gonna pay. When I tell you every other of the 15 teams is going to pay for this shit,
karma.
The payback is gonna be
karma's coming.
It's gonna be at your door.
She coming.
And it's just like Saints, it's gonna be at our door. It's gonna be at our door.
Well, I
ain't gonna get mad if it is at our door. I can't get mad.
I'm rooting. I'm back to before. It's funny because so I really truly became a New York Giants fan in 2007 when they beat the Patriots. I was a football fan since I was in high school, but I truly became but I had players that I really liked. I didn't have an actual team because I left New York, even though they won 2 championships while I was still living in New York when I was a kid. We moved to Pennsylvania, just about like an hour and a half north of Philly. So where we were living in Pennsylvania, there was a bunch of Philly fans. So, and I went to high school, Pennsylvania. Football's a big thing in Pennsylvania. So basically, I went to my high school games and stuff like that. I learned football, really, really learned football through that. And so close to Philly fans. And right at that time, T.O., Donovan McNabb, and they were going to the NFC Championship every single year, and they lost every single year. You know what I'm saying? So I was really, really, I had fans. I had players that I liked a lot. Then I went to Penn State. So I was there at Penn State when Penn State was really good. And also Penn State is close to Pittsburgh. So there was a lot of Pittsburgh fans on that side. So, I've been around football for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? So, but I like players. You know what I'm saying? Leave school, go to New York, living in New York. Eli's there. The whole foolishness with what's the name with I'm not playing for San Diego. I'm going to play for the Giants. It just worked out, but it only works out for certain people and don't work out for everybody. Some people can say where they want to play, and some people can't say where they want to play, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Froze up again. Oh, sorry. Come on back when you're ready.
Right.
Yeah, so I've been a fan since 2007 when they won, and that was the first time I said, okay, the Giants look good right now. I'm going to stay a Giants fan. And I stayed a Giants fan all the way until now. Through the good picks and the bad picks. I'll wait for you to come back.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah, but my doggone screen is froze. Hold on.
It's all good. Yeah, man. But I think I'm gonna get back to this being a player fan, because right now, for the last, I'm not even saying like right now, like I just started deciding to not be a Laker fan. I mean a Giants fan. Honestly, my brother actually he chimed in. My bad. I've actually had a couple of people come through, and I didn't even get a chance to even give him props. But yeah, I'm not gonna be a Giants fan blindly. If after the last 7 years they basically just made bad pick after bad pick after bad pick, I can't do it.
Yeah, Daniel Jones was the last one. I was like, ain't no way in hell.
It was trash. It was bad. It was bad decision after bad decision after bad decision after bad GM after bad coach after bad GM after bad coach, and it's just like I'm not that desperate. I have a bunch of teams that's way more worthy of my fandom. I'm always going to be New York on my mind because that's from where I'm from. But at the same time, there's great players out there, and they're bringing so much life to the game. And I'm gonna let sleeping dogs lie where they at. Let me look at a couple of these. While you working with your thing, let me say a couple of these comments real quick. So or at least represent time overtime, at least 2 at half, and better dominant, and better be dominant when healthy, and B to be dominant when healthy. Right. Joel be a problem like Shaq. Yeah, kinda. Just flawed. He is flawed. SGA is Kobe Iverson hybrid. Kinda, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I can't really say that.
Like, guys, can we please stop comparing these guys to like greats
Greats.
until they actually
They
do something
haven't even.
actually great as them? Like, can we
That
please
part.
stop that?
That part.
Y'all been doing
SGA.
that
Okay,
to
so
Anthony Edwards for the past 2-3 years, and Anthony Edwards ain't did really nothing ever since y'all been doing that. Like, can y'all please stop doing that for the love of God?
Exactly. Booker, when they started basically saying Booker's Kobe, he ain't did nothing since.
Right,
Hercules
ain't did
mid-range.
nothing.
Right. Yeah. Pacers, 30% and a half. My brother said we in here. I'm sorry, man. My bad, Julian. I should have been looking through my what's name. I completely stopped to look. Good day, Julian James. What up? What a holiday. He's almost there. If he gets beat this year, we may see it next year. I mean, we'll see. Maybe, maybe we'll see if Shea, see how big how good he can get. They got this one. They only need one more game. They have one in Pittsburgh, in Indiana. Talking about Shea. They have one more game in Indiana where they show that they could basically beat Indiana, and they have one more. So they have 2 chances to beat them. It is what it is. The game, the season, it's been going back and forth. Yeah. Indiana won, Shea won. Indiana won, Shea won. I mean, now Shea won one back to back. So I mean, hey, they could basically get it going. NBA fan from Australia since 1980s, friend of Nakomi. I got OKC in 6. He said Timberwolves. I don't know what my brother was talking about. They want the smoke. Utah Halliburton comeback incoming. Okay. Hold up. Davis was betrayed. Man, I missed all these good comments. When get Ben Simmons to play center. I still believe that there's something in Ben Simmons that somebody hasn't unlocked yet. Honestly, I really truly believe that. Look on the bright side. Luka's skinny. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I don't need him to be skinny. I just need him to be basically lighter on his feet and quicker and have a little bit more endurance. Personally, that's just me. I don't need Luka to change his entire body, because look when AD basically became this big buff dude and he slowed him down and got him hurt every single 3 seconds. And he couldn't. Exactly. And he basically lost his jump shot. He gained all that muscle and lost his jump shot.
And like what people mean by championship shape, guys, we're not talking about not just you being like in shape physically. We're talking about you also having your game intact, which is why I'm actually happy that he's playing in the EuroLeague, because it gives him a chance to really see what it is that he can do while he's playing in the EuroLeague. Let him really and truly polish his game. That way, come this upcoming season, yeah, he'll be ready. He'll be ready to go as of, playing good quality ball.
You talking about Luka?
Yeah, Luka.
I'm still kind of trying to figure out exactly, because I mean, don't get me wrong, that's great that we got Luka. I'm gonna be completely honest. I thought he was great. I didn't think that he was, I wasn't a fan. He's on the Lakers now, so I'm a fan, I guess. I root for him. You know what I'm saying? But I like his feistiness. I like his fight. He seems like he just needs to tie those two together. He has the skill. He has the feistiness. He needs to get a team built around him. I'm trying to figure out exactly what the right mixture of team is right now to get the most out of him. He needs a center. He needs a high flying. He needs 3 athletic pieces. He needs an athletic center. He needs an athletic power forward, and he needs an athletic guard. He needs a guard that's basically gonna a shooting guard. He doesn't need another ball handler. He needs an athletic guard who is more Kobe than basically than that's gonna go up, jump, dunk it. Can also handle the ball a little bit if you need to basically switch off a little bit. He needs a couple of pieces. Hopefully we can build it around it. They can't until after LeBron. Good day, mate. Nobody deals with the Lakers because they tired of y'all. You lucky, Untamed, that I wasn't here looking at the comments. Don't be talking bad about my team, bro. Come through to my live next time. I'm definitely gonna be deep in the comments. I don't want to let anybody talk bad about the Lakers ever. You lucky I didn't see the chat.
Yeah.
Free agency starts 6 something. Sorry, Australian. Okay. A bag of chips because y'all are the Lakers. Whatever. Bane assists and 40 points and 40 plus from 3. Oh yeah, Bane definitely can distribute a little bit. Oh, we were talking about the Bane, the Dame, the bring it back full circle again. Yeah, Dame. I think that's definitely like you. I think it works for both teams. They get to come off that really, really bad Caldwell Pope contract because they just be giving money away to people because they have to give a certain amount away to people, so I think they're be giving away to people. But anyway, I think that definitely Orlando could probably use him more. Let me see.
Now, also when it comes to the shooting guard, I got a few guys in mind. That's actually gonna be like a unrestricted free agent. You got Gary Trent Jr., but the only thing about him is that he shoots good everywhere else, but you know how that Lakers curse is.
Hey,
we had the same thing happen with Malik Beasley, so
that's the only reason why I still wouldn't mind having Don't Connect and Reeves on the team, because I feel like Lakers shooters are homegrown, because I feel like when you play for the Lakers, 3-pointers mean more.
Right. Them lights, especially hitting them under them lights.
Exactly.
Especially with us fans, like we are. Like people, because I be hearing a lot of other fan bases talk about, like we toxic and we're spoiled. It's just like if you had someone like a Kobe Bryant on your team who has, had a mindset to not only win championships, but to also have it in his mind to show the fans, give the fans a show, I think you'd be spoiled too.
You'd be spoiled too if your team basically, let me see, the first year that they got a rookie, they won a championship, and then they came back and basically doubled. They repeat. They won a couple others, and then they repeated against the Boston Celtics, and then they came through, got Shaq, three-peated, and then lost Shaq, and then two-peated right after that with superstar after superstar after superstar. Oh yeah, did I say that the logo of the NBA used to be our GM, starting shooting guard, and president of basketball operations? I mean, the Lakers have been blessed with a multitude. Okay, and I understand that we sound as though we are always optimistic about our team, but the optimism is not blind optimism. We know what good basketball looks like. Wasn't nobody saying, "Oh yeah, we about to win a championship," when Kobe just came off the Achilles and we had Shaq, Swaggy P, and Jeremy Lin out there stinking it up for seasons out there with Lou, when we got Lou Williams, when we didn't need Lou Williams, and we couldn't get Lou Williams when we needed Lou Williams. I mean, we during those years we were trash. Period. And didn't nobody have no expectations. Right now we have expectations, but don't try to shit on our parade because we don't win. All of y'all basically didn't win either. There's 28 teams right now in the NBA who is at home salty, but they're probably just happy that the Lakers aren't winning another one. So you know what? Miss me with all that. Miss me
Yeah,
with
it's
all
like
that.
when y'all won. That's the thing. Like people like the Suns want to hate. It's just like, bro, when one Clippers. You made it to the Western Conference
You,
Finals once in a lifetime. Once. Make it to
all
the
of y'all
finals
teams,
and win one.
exactly, and win one. All y'all other teams are like flies on the interstate. Sweat. What was that? I think it was a mosquito. It is what it is.
2020, the bubble Mickey Mouse ring. Y'all didn't win it.
I immediately delegitimize your argument.
We didn't want to.
If you
We
ever, if
we
anybody
didn't
ever
want to
said
be
that,
there. So why the hell? So why did you even make it to the playoffs then? Why you didn't just tank?
I don't even need other people's opinions on the bubble championship. I saw it and I knew that it was the hardest championship that anybody could win, because there was no such thing as more distractions as 2020.
Exactly.
And it really truly showed, are you a basketball player? And are you on a good team? Is everybody centered and focused on the same goal? The two teams that made it to the finals were exactly who basically was going to make it. The Lakers were the number one team in the league that year anyway, if not just the West. And B, my dark horse for that year, before all the foolishness happened, was Miami. So nothing surprised me that it was Miami versus the Lakers.
Y'all went against the 8th seed Heat. It's just like the 8th seed beat the 1st seed Bucks. The 8th
and they
seed
ran through everybody else to get to the finals.
Ran through everybody else. The Sixers, who had a better record than them, got their ass beat.
The only argument
got their ass beat.
The only argument that anybody could make to me personally is that what was his name? It was a guard. He's a European player, and he got hurt in like the first game. Him and Bam Adebayo got hurt in the first game.
Was it Goran Dragic?
Goran Dragic. Goran Dragic got hurt, and Bam Adebayo got hurt in the first game. If anybody had any kind of complaints, that's the only criticism that I'll accept. The fact that we won it, and it definitely helped that Bam and Dragic missed the first two games, or at least the second and third game, because they both got hurt in the first game. So they missed the second and third game, and I think Bam basically came back maybe the third or fourth game, and Dragic came back in like the fifth game or whatever like that, basically. But either way, I knew we were going to beat the Heat. It just wasn't supposed to be as easy as it was. You know what I'm saying? Our hardest team, after we beat the Nuggets, I knew that we were going to be good. I knew we were going to beat these anyway. So, hey, miss me with all that. We could basically beat COVID, and we could beat Boston, and we could beat COVID. What have y'all done?
And then all that other stuff was happening. All of the people dying through police brutality. It's just like, bro, all of that stuff was going on, and all of that stuff, people was worrying about. And at the same time, you had to play basketball. Imagine that.
Shut it all out. Leave your family behind and come. You didn't have to go. Avery Bradley didn't go. The rest of the team went. He said I didn't want to go. And they said, all right.
Cool. We won it.
We going. We won it. So we gonna go. I'm sure he still got a ring. You don't have to be there.
Sitting on his ass. Congratulations.
Don't tell me nothing about I need fans here to help me win. If you say that, you're not a basketball player. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it right there though, Reese. That was the argument that people were saying, basically, that they don't have they don't have the home field advantage of having fans. What does that matter? What the hell does that matter?
Yeah. Right.
Basketball is basketball. I can play basketball when I'm by myself in a gym. That's the beauty of basketball. All I need is a ball, a hoop, and myself. Concrete, in the rain, it don't matter. I can have Tim's on and I play basketball in the rain, in Tim's, in New York. So miss me with everything else. That's real basketball, real love of basketball. Anyway, Reese, man, we've been on for a minute. I thank you so much for joining me on this, bro. It's been a long time, man. I really appreciate your company, man.
Hey, man, I I appreciate even being on here, and I'm glad that we could, talk about all this because, you know, I had to get over the hurt and pain that the Saints put me through.
Hey, we gonna be each other's support system, man. Listen, man. I trust me. There's a lot of fans out there who will talk a lot of shit right now, man. All I gotta say is, hey, if I was running the team, I would have did something different. But it's the hometown team, and so hey, I used to root for the Knicks, and then I chose somebody else. You might have missed the best one you ever had, the Giants. Period. That's what I know you missed the best one you ever had in me and in Shedeur. And so basically a whole lot of teams is going to catch fire one day. And I feel like that owner, if from me looking at him on the sidelines, watching Shedeur Sanders throw the ball, I think he realizes what he got. And he's not mad at all he has to pay him is $4 million for 4 years. But if he don't come correct after that championship, or if he thinks that he's going to basically release him, like nobody's going to pick Shedeur Sanders up, what? He better not even play himself to drop Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is getting picked up tomorrow by by the Cowboys. So he's being picked up the next day by Jacksonville. Plain and simple. Because Trevor Lawrence, to me, they paid him, but who cares? If you trash, you trash. I think football is the only place where they basically pay people who's trash to stay there.
Right.
It has to be quarterbacks. I don't know why they do that.
Spencer Rattler better be nice, because if he's not, we finna have a lottery year.
Come in, let me holler at you, Reese. I got a deal for you. How about we give you Jameis Winston? No Jameis Winston. How about Kenny Pickett? You want some Kenny Pickett? Kenny Pickett? No, damn. Let me see. I'm just telling you all the trash ass quarterbacks that are on these teams that for some reason are ahead in the depth chart than Shedeur Sanders. And y'all passed on him. And he's making third stringers look like Wes Welker. He's having third stringers. He's having practice dudes out there looking like Antonio Brown. I mean, it is like, oh well, he only threw 80% because he was basically throwing against the third team. Are you serious? Is that your argument? That's what the arguments they be throwing at us is like. It's insulting, Reese. It's insulting. It's absolutely insulting. You telling me that his percentage is higher because he's playing against inferior defenses? Really? No.
He played against teams with no O-line at all.
The difference right now, so he's playing with the third team, and he has about a 80% passer rating. He went back in college. He was playing against Big 12 starters, and he had a 74% passer rating, which was the highest in history. Not just, don't let them tell you this foolishness. It wasn't just for the year. It was in history, in the history of college football, the highest passer rating. He had the highest passer rating, and it got better playing against the third string NFL players. NFL players. That's not college players. That is a step above college players. He's elevating third string college players, NFL players to a whole nother level. And then went to the second team and basically he completed 7 of 8 passes with the second string unit. I mean, don't fake the funk with me, man. I understand this. I saw this coming. Basically, blessings upon you, Cleveland. You have a real one. Absolutely, make him mayor once he retires his number in Cleveland. If you only if you do right by the man, you need to go and genuflect and pray that he basically doesn't completely clean you out for the $400 million contract when he becomes a free agent, because he'll get it.
I'm telling you, when he becomes that box office guy and it's time to pay up, boy, y'all better try and dig in your wallet, your mama wallet, your grandmammy wallet. You better try and look through some insurance claims or something. You better do whatever it is you got to do to make sure you sign that man.
Because this is the crazy part about it. You think that you're teaching somebody. See, they are. This is what goes to show you how the NFL owners and GMs are not hip to the times.
Yeah.
They're old and antiquated thoughts and processes really doesn't work. The only real leverage you have is giving somebody an opportunity, especially in this day and age with NIL, because we really don't need your money. Someone like Shedeur Sanders is going to make double whatever he's going to make 4 times, 5 times, 10 times how much money during this 4-year period that you're paying him $4 million. He's easily going to make $40 million, if not more, in endorsements. So when it comes time for the next contract, if you can't outmatch what he's getting paid from his endorsements, what do I need you for?
Right.
You're
What
going
the heck do I need you for?
And you might have gotten a little bit more loyalty if you would have did right by me in the draft. So tell me why I need to be loyal to you.
And he can use that leverage against every single team in the whole damn NBA. He can use it against every team that didn't pass them over. They would have to pay more. Why do I need to pay more?
Why do I need to be loyal to you when you basically passed over me several times, and then you basically made me play against someone who was on nobody's radar? You told me that, oh, well, he's a 3rd round pick and you're a 5th round pick. So that's the natural order of things. Okay. You are an antiquated book that nobody has touched in years because it's full with old shit has been disproven already. We on Chat GPT and you guys still have dictionaries and encyclopedias on the wall. That's what y'all working off of.
That ain't even been updated.
It hasn't been updated. They still don't know. I used to have an encyclopedia in my house that didn't even have the year that Elvis died on it. That's the kind of shit that they working on still. And you don't realize that these kids is on Chat GPT right now. They don't need your money. They don't need the media. He's built this off of straight grassroots. His brother with a camera and him on his Twitch stream. He has 1 million followers. Who you think went out and bought Shedeur Sanders jerseys that made it the #1 selling jersey in the entire NFL? Forget the whole thing about the rookie jersey. I want to see the jersey sales period across the board. I want to see the jersey sales across the board. You can't tell me that somebody went out and bought another Patrick Mahomes jersey. You can't tell me somebody went out and bought another one. Who went out and bought another Saquon jersey? Which I'm kind of mad that I don't have one because he went to Penn State and I went to Penn State. So I mean, his number is my birth date. So I'm mad to this day that I don't have a Barkley jersey. But I never felt that compelled to go get it. Shedeur Sanders, that joint's coming in the mail in a couple days. Period. The only other jersey real NFL jersey that I own, because I mean, I only got up to be financially stable enough to put that kind of money into a jersey recently, is an Odell Beckham jersey, because I only gonna buy jerseys for people that I feel are great, have greatness in them. Period. That man right there, I can't wait to see his next contract. That's all I gotta say. Right. I think it's gonna be funny. We all gonna pop bottles on that day.
I can't wait to see.
Like we all made it.
To see him play. I really can't wait.
We all made it. I can't wait to see him play.
Just wait till the first game, boy. If the Saints start, hey, Tyler Shough, get up in there, get out there, and throw like 2-3 interceptions if you want to.
I'm not gonna fight for real. Boy, what's the name? Did y'all dirty?
Mickey Loomis.
What's the old boy's name? Who?
Mickey Loomis.
Nah, the quarterback that just retired. What's his name?
Oh yeah, Derek ass Carr.
Derek Carr, he did y'all dirty. How you gonna wait until after the draft to tell y'all that he retiring? I was like, that's a bull. How the hell? I was like,
After
yo,
we done
if I
paid
was
you all
them,
that money.
if I was them, I would have rolled up to his ass and catch. He was gonna catch one. He was gonna catch a fair one real quick. He would have had to catch these hands. You ain't gonna.
With that fucked up
We went
shoulder,
through the
I'm gonna mess up
drive.
that shoulder even more.
We went through the draft, and after the draft, you tell me that you're retiring. We didn't even draft. I hope you didn't retire because we drafted Tyler Shuck. You think Tyler Shuck is competition for you, bro? If you are that light in the ass that you think that Tyler Shuck was competition, then you know what? We don't need you and we don't need him. We needed Shador. I would have been happy. I would have been brave enough to be a person living in Atlanta wearing a Saints jersey. That takes bravery, Reese.
I wouldn't even. Yeah, that is bravery because you're in Atlanta, and
Jersey in
that
Atlanta.
we hate each other. Like, we
People-
love each other on the slick, but we hate each other dead
People
ass.
catch bullets over that shit. That shit. I got it.
Like,
But I'm gonna tell you exactly why it would have been cool. Because people love Shador Sanders. They would have respected it, man. They would have respected it. They would have respected it. They would have been like, you know what? If that wasn't the Shador Sanders jersey, I would have whooped your ass.
dead ass.
Anyway,
Dead ass, bro.
yo, let me not hold you no much longer, man. Thank you so much, Reese. I appreciate you, man. It's 12 o'clock, man. I don't want to hold you no
All right,
longer.
yo.
I mean, I know I got work tomorrow, so I'm like, you might have work tomorrow. I don't want to hold you no more, but
Oh
thank
no,
you so
I
much
just
for
gotta
coming
call.
through, me.
I just gotta
Great.
call my boo. That's all that is. I just gotta
It's
call
all
my
good.
boo.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. Great conversation, though. Appreciate you. Appreciate
All
you.
right, you have a blessed one.
Everyone out there, call me Nakomi World. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you haven't done so yet. It's been a great conversation with my boy Reese of Lakers Fam Unit. Please go ahead, subscribe to his channel as soon as you can. Please go ahead and hit that notification button. But until next time, go ahead, love on one another. Take care of one another. Don't believe you're better than anybody else. We're all creations and we're all continuously evolving. Till next time, peace out, peaceful.